Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to something that we have been waiting. What is it, 6 months every time, I think? Right? 6 months?
Correct, 6 months.
Yeah, we've been waiting half a year for this, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but when did we get the cover art leaked? Like 2 weeks ago or something?
Just about, yeah.
About a week ago.
And ever since, we've been theorizing. I kid you not, every day. The three people in this call I have with me. I'm joined tonight, by the way, guys, by my good friend Morgan. You might remember.
Hello.
I'm also joined by a very old friend of mine who has never been on the channel yet, Cousin Vinny.
Neither could I!
Hello there, gentlemen and ladies.
And one of Vinny's good friends, who's also become a recent good friend of mine, Jackson.
Hello.
So, welcome aboard, everyone, to the Lionel 2022 Volume 2 catalog. And I swear, the day this catalog art dropped, Vinny showed it to me, we examined the number, we figured out what it was.
And we lost our freaking minds.
Because as soon as we saw the front, Vinny said it had to have been a first generation UP Challenger. And I examined the picture and I said, that's 3819 for the number. So we were a little excited, but every day we were theorizing what is going to be in the catalog. And I still stand on what I said. I think the Moguls are going to come back. It's been, 2016 since they were last produced?
I believe so, yep.
I think the Moguls will be back. We've had everything come back besides the Moguls. We've had all versions of the Berkshires. We've had multiple types of mountains, Mikados up the ass, Pacifics, Northerns, Articulates, and the small steam engines. Like, we had the Atlantics come back. We had the 10-wheelers. We haven't seen Moguls,
It's been a bit, yeah.
It's like I'm placing my bets. The Moguls are coming back.
Tonight, that all changes.
We shall see.
And if I'm
We
wrong,
shall see.
I'm gonna eat a $5 bill because I swear the Moguls have to be back.
I don't have any $5 bills on me, though. Sorry about that.
Well, you lost your special dollar.
But what else did we say, Vinny? Like we were talking about other predictions because I keep saying one of the TMCC exclusive Hudsons are gonna come back.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
not
kept talking
this
about the
catalog,
Hudsons.
but soon enough. Like the Commodore or the Yellow Belly. Like those two we haven't seen since 94?
We also put up the Mercury a few times, too.
And the
Right.
Mercury's another good one.
Yeah.
Right.
We haven't seen those in decades.
We have the Commodore Vanderbilt. We haven't seen the Yellow Bellies since 95, 96, 97.
Mhm.
So it makes sense that it would come back in a way that with the new technology, the new electronics, the new tooling, now that MTH is sort of under the grave, but slowly rising back up from the dead, that it would make sense. But no. What you're about to see in this catalog is going to blow your mind.
There's a lot of stuff we never expected to see,
Right.
so you guys are going to love it.
It's going to knock your socks off. That is going to out of the park.
Vinny gave me a couple bits of speculation that I've been really good at hinting at. We also made predictions of more MTH stuff, which is kind of inevitable at this point.
So
which
let me
isn't
put
a
it
bad thing at all.
Right. Oh, it's not a bad thing.
No, those Premier Toolings are great.
Not a bad thing. It's glad that the tooling got saved and Lionel took it into their hands. It's a very, very good thing. But at the same time is MTH will have, if they have to do these engines again, they'll have to restart from scratch.
Right. Or come up with something new.
Which just leaves a lot more opportunities open.
Right. I will say that it also gives something Lionel to do since, as we all know, a Lionel engine and an MTH engine are very different internal-wise.
Yeah.
It gives them something to do by, retooling all the hardware inside, putting in new gearing and new gear ratios and motors and all that.
Pretty much she's a brand new locomotive built from scratch.
Well, just looking like the old MTH.
It just looks like an MTH one, yeah.
Before we open the catalog, I just want to put there. If you are a fan of realistic operations, if you are a fan of fantasy paint schemes, this catalog is going to knock your socks off to the next county line.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
It's a good one. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Right. We've been waiting 6 months. So let's get started.
But without further ado, I'm going to start turning pages here, guys.
Go for it.
Let's just look through the table of contents. Legacy Steam. High-end sets. Oh, man, Vinny!
I know. boys and girls.
We had a prediction.
Oh,
If
man.
this was the Challenger, we thought, hey, why not bring back the old K-line wooden reefers and do a first-gen PFE freight? Was one of our
That would be
discussions. I
sick,
definitely
yeah.
remember.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I'm going to put it to you guys this way. When I saw it today, my mind blew into a billion pieces. I was like, oh, my God.
For those who looked at the catalog, all of our minds blew.
The catalog, it was an impressive sight. I'm not going to joke.
Yeah, you get to hear mine blow on the air. I'm excited.
Let's see it.
Oh, hey, look, a reissue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm not
Or
kidding.
Cab 3
When we
info.
went to
We
the
don't need.
Big E show,
Oh, no.
I judged Base 3 way too hard when I first heard of it.
Well,
they,
you know
they
what?
had the
Yeah,
real
that
one at
thing
the
looked kinda
show,
cool,
and
but-
you know what? I don't hate it at all.
You know what it is? It's nice that for the older generation and the younger, at least they can plug in their phone to the system. They can run their trains. But for the people like me,
Who already have Legacy and you have DCS, you know.
right? Like I want a physical remote in my hand.
Which
But
it
now we
does
have a
work
new
off the
version.
remotes. It
Yeah,
does
no,
work off
yeah.
the remotes. But
If I was to get this,
they
I
want you
wouldn't
to use
use
your
the
phone.
phone thing that much. I know I wouldn't.
That's the thing. They want you to use your phone.
Right? They want you to use the phone because they don't want you to use the remote anymore. Because I don't know if you all heard this, but the Cab 2 remotes are not being made anymore due to
Oh,
I was about to say they're only pushing the base. They're not talking
Right.
about the remote anymore.
is
oh shit.
Yeah.
so after the pandemic. Well, actually during the pandemic, after the pandemic, during the crisis here with the shipping,
Mm-hmm.
parts now for the remote is impossible.
Great.
So they have announced that they're stopping the Cab 2 remote, and they'll still support the system, but it's now going to be through the Base 3 and Cab 3 app on your phone. So,
But
kinda
there's also
makes
something
sense.
else about that, Vinny.
That's what you
What?
get for outsourcing all your fucking manufacturing for the past 50 years.
Oh my God! It's Yuri!
There he is.
Oh, Yuri's here.
Yuri, welcome. You just missed us introducing ourselves and doing the catalog art. Everyone knows Yuri. Big round of applause. I'll edit it in later. Big round of applause. Big round of applause.
I would stop, but I've pushed the talk on.
Sending everything out to China, you know what? They wouldn't have the fucking shipping problem. Because all the goddamn ramps were full. No, you could get through with domestic. Because at least domestic had a shot. Where the fuck you can go with intermodal? There was a point in time where LA had 40 fucking container ships sitting outside of it for months.
Yeah, and then in the Alameda Trench.
Oh crap, we outsourced all of our labor so that we're not an American, while still pretending to be a truly made in America company. What will we do? Cut costs somewhere.
All right, you know what? I'm ready. You guys ready? Because I'm
Oh,
ready.
Yeah, I'm
Go for
ready.
it.
Oh, that's right.
Let's do
They'll
it.
still make the 1L because it's very simple. Then we
Yeah,
all know
that
the
thing.
1L.
Yeah,
I'll
of
make
course
the one
they're
out.
making that.
Which, if someone as an outsider doesn't know, it is literally the TMCC remote without the antenna. That's it.
Did they get the goddamn input lag finally?
Another thing about the Cab
Actually,
2.
we tried it at Don's house, Morgan. Cab 1L was pretty damn smooth.
It is. Yeah, I was surprised, honestly, at how well that thing worked.
And Bell
Compared to the the other remotes, like that thing actually was on par to some extent.
DCS. Excuse me.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Don't even compare that to DC.
Don't even get started with it.
You have the shittiest setup in the world for MTH at your so-called fucking god-tier choo-choo barn over there. That my fucking bulletproof goddamn diesel struggled. So did everyone else's. I watched everyone else have fucking horn issues too. And then you're like, oh yeah, you see that's MTH's problem. You guys you have a rat nest of wiring. If you guys get one fucking wire exposed on one,
It needs improvement, a lot of it.
if you all fucking get one of those big ass wires fucking stripped in the wrong place and it goes up against the goddamn fucking cloth on the outside of it, you're gonna burn the building down.
Let's say goodbye.
Oh my god.
Next
You
up,
guys
Vinny.
are
Hey guys,
Oh,
Dear God.
Vinny, we
Oh,
forgot to say the thing.
he's innocent. He thought it was a chicken.
No. About our friend.
Oh yeah, that guy.
We'll do it when something really interesting pops up, okay? Without further delay, are you ready to see the new Lionel products?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so you don't have to
Damn
look at the discount fucking.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically just the new app.
Okay, what is this?
Right off the bat.
Oh, boy.
There she is.
It's the
Is
Shalander.
Well, on the left corner, I think I was right about the mogul, but is that a Halloween FA?
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the hell am I looking at?
Is that the same ass tooling they've been using for 65 years?
No, it's scale.
No, it's different. It's scale.
Scale my ass.
Also,
The-
there's that
The
is
PA
definitely
is
the
scale.
mogul.
What is that shit?
It's probably
I own
MTH.
I own an FA.
Wait,
Man.
That's
No,
the
Lionel
MCH.
has not once
N6
gotten it right.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yep,
We're getting
let's
ahead of
just
ourselves.
keep
Yeah,
looking.
what do we
Oh,
got?
hey, look, it's this picture again.
Oh, yeah, I love this one.
Yeah.
It says maintenance-free motor. What a load of shit. Any fucking model railroader in the planet in the last 80 years, they'll tell you about maintenance-free motors.
They have a point.
All right.
Man, who is rolling in their grave at that brass hybrid? Okay, so I can plug it in at a fucking Tesla station.
Right.
No, it's more of a hybrid roller coaster. You know, it's made out of wood and steel.
Did Smokebox make this?
So as we said earlier in the month that we knew on the car artwork that the brass hybrid was going to be the Challenger.
Had to have been.
So here you go.
There
Road
you
number
go.
specific. Hey, road number specific crew talk.
Yes.
That's
Sick.
supposed to be
It's
standard.
basically a Vision Line model.
Not really standard with
basically
regular
standard.
legacy anymore, unfortunately.
Really?
Oh,
oh, man.
Yeah, no, I know, because it would have taken them an extra 20 minutes encoding the fucking thing in the computer room, but you know, they had to go watch a fight tournament on Twitch or some
Although
shit.
to be fair, part of it might have been like a voice acting issue because the pandemic was still going on.
Oh no,
Yeah, I
we're
think
talking like
they
2010. They
record
gave
all the lines at once. In a
Oh,
book.
really? Oh, so this is an older thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was only
Yeah,
the first run Legacy had it, and that was it.
I cannot. Minimum curve 072. Oh, really? I would never have guessed.
Wow, I have
Yeah.
063. Let me put that to the test.
Yeah.
040.
All right.
Hey, you'd be surprised. They put shit that was only designed for 072 and put minimum radius 042 that had the balls to do that.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Was that the
My-
fat model at the top?
That's
Oh,
got to be the painted or unpainted, just regular
that's the
old
pilot version.
brass
It's just the
pilot.
pilot
Yeah,
version,
it's
right?
pilot.
Yeah.
Pilot.
There's the pilot. The middle is the Greyhound, and the bottom is your regular black and white.
The
Challenger.
poster
Right.
child, 3819.
Right.
It's what the headlight is throwing me off. It looks.
well,
let me
it's
go
not
with the
in the
poster
pilot.
child down here for examination.
Well,
Why is it on the
There you go.
Before the Challengers, we all knew this was the first generation of Challengers. This was like the test bed of the Challengers before everybody knew back in the 40s.
Now we know where the fucking inspiration for the veranda came from.
Right.
God.
You're not wrong.
At least the veranda was cool. Is there some shit going on with the flanges? Because you can see the
it's
yellowing
render.
under.
It's the render.
What was it
There's-
called?
They're in a light room. Is it polished silver the entire way
The
around?
Class A
No.
had the same
No.
problem in the catalog. And I mean, we saw the Class A prototype in Massachusetts. Like,
Because that doesn't look like an artifact. That looks like light reflecting off of it.
I know it's the shine that's really throwing me off.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a shine. So is it nickel silver on the rims?
No,
What is?
it's regular old Lionel metal.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Oh,
Lionel
my God.
made
It's
out
just
of?
their new render software, I guess. They probably upgraded to Windows 10 recently.
Yeah, because their older renders looked good. Now they don't.
I mean, look at the
Why-
artwork
why-
about
why
it.
don't metal
Like,
mean-
that looked terrible.
Lionel metal means nothing to me nowadays.
Also,
It's
it's an oil tender.
Yeah, it's some of
I
them.
noticed that.
Yeah, they didn't run on gas.
Well, no, I was just wondering, is it coal or oil? It's oil.
Oil.
A lot of them were oil. There's there were coal ones, but the main goal was to put them on oil because it burned more efficiently.
I will say, I do like the Greyhound, though.
Yeah,
I
great.
think road numbers.
Yeah, they both honestly look
had
cool.
coal in
The
which
Greyhound
they-
is pretty sharp.
Like, I like how the stirrups are, like, gray
Yeah,
and, like, the
Greyhound
toning
is
on
a
the
long
tender. That
time.
does look nice.
I mean, Bachman's been making one for the past 20 years, but you know that's all we've had.
All right, next page.
Next page.
Yeah.
Next page.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Oh no!
That's not terrible.
it's the Nutella stick.
Those are the carnage returns.
It's actually not terrible.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, it is.
You know what?
terrible.
The one thing I don't like.
Maybe I don't like the box. The rest of it, well, here's the thing. That is a Union Pacific locomotive. That actually fits.
The two things I don't like.
The 49er scheme was their scheme.
Actually take it back. I do actually like how like the paint like cuts off on the boiler jacket and the smoke box is just gray. I like that.
That's like a reskin.
I don't like
for the
this.
wheels. Oh, that too.
No,
I
that
don't like
Ah,
that.
All right, Casey, Mr. Graphic design is my passion. What color would you put on the front in this paint scheme?
Probably the same color
You have
brown.
3 colors: red,
Look at that
red,
price tag.
brown, or yellow.
Probably the same brown.
That'd be almost too generic.
So,
That
if you want one,
If you have the orange there, it makes everything blend, and the yellow separates it so that you actually have contrast.
I don't know. Maybe it's the rendering, but that looks like a very bright yellow. Very
like
I would prefer it to be like the color, more like if you look at the color of the bell, like a goldish color. That would be better.
Brass would work.
Yeah, that would actually work. This game.
Notice the price tag.
The red rims, though. I do like.
Oh.
So it's funny because the Class A's went for $2,100. These are going for $2,500. This is not a Vision Line model.
That's a quarter of.
So hold on. Did some asshole that their accountant just look at the Acela that they sold in 2004 and went, "Hey, you know what? What if everything we made after that was like $1 billion more? We'll make
No, you're right.
Well, hey,
how much of the Vision Line engine is going to be that?
So wait, why
more expensive than it used to be? And there's no reason for it to be.
Well, hey, the 2021 Lionel Acela went for $3,500. So
I would rather pay the military $3,500 to bomb my apartment and kill me in my sleep than fucking pay for the Acela for that much.
Well, yeah, well, it was. You know what it was? It was stupid because I'm gonna put this out here, and everybody can.
For what?
2004, when the Acela came out, it had the opening doors, it had everything. Then they reported problems with the doors, so they tried again in 2008 with the Acela. That failed. Okay, so none of them got sold. Try again in 2012. Tried again. No, did not sell well. So they canceled the order. 2021 rolls around. Hey, let's just give $2,000 for the Acela. Oh, let's throw $1,000 for the 3 passenger cars with no opening doors.
And hey, look, we got enough orders to actually make them.
I'm noticing a trend in this pipeline about the Acela.
Also, I realized
their engineering team seems to just keep throwing. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? It's trying the same fucked up servos for 20 years and expecting a different result every time you run them.
Well, you know what was really stupid?
They could have re-engineered it. They had plenty of years, but they kept thinking, no, we'll fix it up a little bit. If you have that many problems where all of the amazing features of the Acela aren't working, you have to go back to the drawing board. You can't just keep patching it because it's going to bite you in the ass financially.
Right. And then also what was stupid was all the paint schemes. You know, the prototype Acela, the American Flyer, works. The regular Acela works. But all the other road names like New Haven, Pensy, Milwaukee Road. You know, out of all the ones that fucking sold were the Santa Fe and the Polar Express.
Well,
the unit was a specific one too, and that's the only one that I can really justify because I know.
Oh yeah, you can justify that one.
Exactly. To be an M10,000, that worked.
Yeah, I'm actually a little annoyed that would.
I actually can't criticize much. My problem is the cigar band on the nose. You can't obstruct the nose; it destroys the flow of the paint scheme. That's the only issue.
It looks weird, yeah.
Also, weird Amtrak on there, fine, because that's very minimalistic. But putting a cigar band or the weird mustache thing that they did on the Milwaukee Road, that destroyed. I gotta say this. I may say this in my last catalog stream. The Milwaukee Road passenger cars look like Someone took a photo of a fucking Shoreline East passenger car and just made that. It literally looks. If you look at it from far enough away without reading the road name, I swear to God, it's a Shoreline East Acela.
Well, you know what?
Time for a commercial break.
Just the car, not the engine, just the cars. It's weird.
Time for a commercial break.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna actually see it.
Yeah, we gotta see this because this is.
We gotta see it for reference.
I want to explain this really quick because I dug deep into this the last time I reviewed this with Ian Blood.
There.
Aha!
So the Milwaukee Road one's not bad, but the whole part of it's just the problem with Milwaukee Road as a brand is the logo that goes across the nose. You
can't really not have that and then call it Milwaukee.
I know it's essential to the scheme. The problem is it's essential to the scheme, but you can't. It doesn't work here. It feels like I'm looking at a cartoon character.
Then the question remains: why did they make an Acela in that livery?
Because they sell.
Because they want to be creative. The thing is, we all do this. We all meme about paint schemes, but everyone's joked about, well, what if this engine was in this weird paint scheme? The fact of the matter is, if you want to, throw this at the wall, if someone wants to run stupid shit, let them. I mean, I have a Circus Hudson.
For $3,000, Yuri.
I got a Circus Hudson, fam. Okay, there's not a single frickin' freight train or passenger train I can run that on where it isn't going to look stupid.
She's got a point.
Yeah,
true.
And,
yeah.
It also is. I'd rather take the New Haven Acela over the Santa Fe.
I mean, that's a no-brainer because we do New Haven stuff. We don't do Santa Fe.
I shit on it, but I don't shit on it is because I think the artists for this probably really tried. They gave it their all, but there's only so much you can do with an Acela without making it not
blaming the artist.
And there's the artist. There it is, right there.
I don't want to spoil too much, but we're not out of the woods yet for fantasy liveries.
Numbered style one.
Also, I made a
God, there's going to be a lot of these conversations coming up, isn't there?
There's multiple versions of the first-gen Challenger.
So, according to our
Style
dealer,
1, which looks like the oldest to me.
Right.
Then I noticed on this page, there's Style 2, which has a different shield for the air compressor. And then Style 3 has the modern pilot. And
that's really interesting.
Number board.
Yeah.
The headlights.
Riley, there's one other thing to notice. Look at the name that they have for the 49er version. They call it the Challenger scheme.
Wow, what a fail.
Yeah, well, hold on. You know what?
49er.
That might be real because no one actually. I've never actually heard because I don't know much about the 49er. I don't know what the actual scheme for the 49er was actually called.
That's what it was called. It was called the 49er.
I'll say one thing.
That was it.
From looking through the catalog earlier, they messed up a lot of things in this catalog.
That might be a typo. I thought that's meant to say 49er scheme and someone copy-pasted it wrong.
I will say props to Lionel. They didn't give the last two numbers as 49 on this.
Yeah, at least it's a different row number than ending in 49. So,
it was clever with 3949. That was clever. It would feel like a shoo-in if they did that for this, though.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you have a high-speed
4449.
this is going to work.
Oh, don't give Lionel those ideas. All right.
Yeah, don't tell Lionel. The drone's watching us.
Oh man.
The only reason I'm upset with this Mikado, I only have one problem with this. This takes away from an important slot they could have resurrected from 20 years ago. Where's my fucking M1A mountain again, Lionel?
Yes.
I even missed the M1A.
Instead, you don't give me I don't get the fucking 80-mile long tender. I get this.
Guys, but there's one thing to note. Hang on. There's one thing to note.
Version.
You know how Lionel and MTH have been jacking their prices up on their Mikados, right? Look at the price on these.
It's almost $1,000.
They are very affordable.
If that doesn't come with Fat Boy speakers, it
probably does.
Back me up here. MTH Tooling?
Yes, MTH Tooling definitely. That was
100% MTH.
That's tooling, right?
That's from,
has to be Premier.
From 2006.
Yeah, they wouldn't put Rail King stuff in.
No, not
so all these.
You'd be surprised.
So all these road names that you see here are prototypical because when the Penske was selling the L1s off, a lot of shorter railroads bought them for
Santa Fe did.
freight service.
Detroit truly doing iron?
Yeah, but look at the one below it.
Yeah, that one.
I already put my name on one of those.
Yeah.
The railroad in New England that was so popular we fucking forgot it in the history books.
Lehigh, New England.
My name is already on one of those.
Ask anyone in Boston and Maine. Hey, lay in New England. They have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Look at this. Look at this Pensy with the radio antenna on top between the cat.
Oh, 42. All right.
I like that.
All right here, Jeff Bezos, with your fucking curve ratings.
I was about to say, that's the brass Mikado tender before I even
Yes,
this.
that's Mikado.
Correct.
I recognize
That's gonna go 36. No, what is this shit?
I am a little disappointed the Lehigh and New England one does not have a doghouse.
I'm gonna enjoy doing go 36.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I
you're
agree,
right.
Jackson. That would be really cool.
That would have been cool. I will say that. I
like the doghouse though.
And they changed. They changed.
I like the tender doghouse.
I kind of don't like the headlight in that position.
No, yeah, it looks.
Where would you like it to be?
Like this.
Yeah, but there was two versions. There was a pre-war
There was
version
two
and a
different.
post-war version.
There's two versions here. There's the dumb version and there's the real version. Both of which, unfortunately, Pennsylvania made.
Also, I realized an inconsistency.
Who made this,
These-
Lima?
Genitua, I think is how you'd say it.
It should say it above in the terribly written Wikipedia description.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I was gonna say these are the Atlantic pictures.
They
from
don't. They put that.
2022.
They put that.
Oh.
Them.
See the smoke box on that? That's a Southern Pacific.
Yeah, no, that's an Atlantic.
That's
They
the Atlantic
God
pictures.
hasn't tried to buy one of these fucking things. There's no job too large or small for this landmark.
Pensy
It's
was
the
also
mixed
found
goods
carrying
traffic
the-
trailer.
They called these the lollipop.
That's what I was
Why?
surprised.
Wow. Okay then.
Well, you know why? It's because the lollipop tastes good for a while and then it becomes useless.
Well, I bet you
True.
they were singing the song the whole time while building these.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
That
they
explains
were saying
this.
that-
to
They
me
were all saying that
perfectly.
there was the mass layoffs.
All right,
You know, well, one thing I thought about these engines is I saw the position that the bell is in, and I thought they would have the swinging bell, but reading further, they don't.
this
No.
would be a good
They-
candidate
that-
for
that-
swinging
That would be
bell.
really good. For
This has the
Bell.
perfect spot to do a servo and string.
Or no, they would use a magnet, no?
Correct.
You
The
can
magnet.
do, you
Wouldn't
can
it
do
be a
it.
magnet like in the actual bell and then a magnet
You
under
can-
the
you
boiler
can-
jacket?
Yeah.
Given the size of the boiler, even with the motor there, you could fit a magnet there without screwing up the radio signal.
Like they did it on the H10 of all engines.
You have the
Which is like
flattest
how?
most open spot to put a magnet there. So unless there's some weird wiring and frame design going on underneath, there's not really a reason why they couldn't do it there.
Well, there is a whistle steam there, so it probably is using the dual smoke
No,
unit.
that's exactly one.
Yeah, but a
Oh,
magnet's
the-
gonna-
with the
a
piping
magnet's
under it.
killing your smoke unit, though.
No, it shouldn't, but there is like the pipe under the boiler.
Oh, they can fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, for
Three
a
more
grand, I will say, this isn't the worst value so far in the catalog.
Yeah, but
No,
when you go
no,
far,
no, not
You're
by
fucking
No, no,
mountain.
no, no. That's a good price for that locomotive.
yep, there they are.
Oh.
It's the goddamn Trains a New Era locomotive.
Hey, look down in the bottom right. What's
I've been
that?
looking at this fucking thing since 2015.
Ha
With
ha,
incorrect
look, it's
sound.
611.
Funny.
Hey, that joke was real fucking funny, 20 years ago.
Hey guys, I'll say one thing. My
This
name's already on
bitch
the
is more expensive than my mountains.
Oh my god.
my name's already on the family lines one.
Wow.
Jackson, I can't
Like
wait to see this thing in person.
I can only
Yeah,
keep
me
on
too.
reminding you that Mountain Dew
Crazy.
not bought a better computer, but no.
Oh, they made a trashy one.
You get
That's pretty cool.
Where the fuck do you think most of these ran? Fucking Baltimore and Ohio?
yes.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Where's gonna run Chesapeake, Ohio? They ordered them.
All right, I'm gonna just look at this one though.
This is
This is the MCH tooling.
one that's running now,
Yeah.
right?
Play the MTH.
Guys, this is MTH.
This is
I'm
the
not gonna-
MCH
I
tooling.
have a
the one that
feeling
runs
that's
now,
gonna be a common theme throughout this. Is
The only Kanawha that runs right now is 614, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm pretty goddamn sure there's a photo of that chassis system thing for some special occasion, but I don't remember when it was.
Yuri.
The H3000 project.
the ACE 3000 project.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm not gonna
Following team projects, God knows how long ago.
Oh, 72?
That's what
here's-
kind
That took over
No, okay, let's look at the drive mechanism for this real quick. You do not want to try and strain. Here's the thing, that will fit 042. The motor, the way in which your whole gears and everything are going to want to curve in the drive system. You don't want.
You could get away with 60 if there's like no S.
You can totally get away with 60.
Yeah,
Six.
you get away with
32, you're gonna risk structure. Like I have an N scale 611 that I've put on the tightest N scale curves ever. It goes through them. It really doesn't like it.
Oh,
The motor does not like going through curves that tight.
Your HOGS64.
That's different though.
All right, but
I
still.
needed one curve bigger.
But still,
Right.
Lionel's giving you whistle steam with this. That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what I really like.
It should be commonplace at this point. I shouldn't have to
Yeah,
shell.
it's pretty much standard.
I shouldn't have to shell this F3000, which costs as much as the fucking Ford Mustang, just to get whistle steam.
Oh
I
god.
can't get over the family ones. No, that's so cool.
That's exactly why I'm getting that one.
I
Alright,
would
so
get the
before
chessy
we
one
move-
then if I had to choose.
So, hey, so before we
You've
move to the
seen
next
that.
page,
Yes?
I just want to say is if you're a fan of fantasy schemes or prototypical operation, these next 2 pages are for you guys. So
Oh, no.
let's go
Give me
to
a
the
quick-
page.
You guys may be on the floor rolling.
You guys make
Oh god. What's
All
it
I'm
gonna
gonna,
be?
all I'm gonna
Alright.
say is, funny,
You
they
don't
made the
get any
Greenbrier,
more
but they're all black so far.
Not
Oh,
the-
they're all black.
That's my prediction.
Casey,
Not
stop
Funny.
calling fuck. You've done this in every catalog.
I haven't seen this catalog. I
Then
have not
fucking
seen it. I've been psyched. I got out of work early for this.
then fucking click it before we all die.
What the hell?
Smoke deflectors on a Greenbrier. I like it.
So back in the
Huh.
late 40s, early 50s, they did testing with elephant ears, smoke deflectors on some of the units, and they actually damn well passed them.
I kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Design-
kind of works.
design-
I
I
like
like
it.
that.
It's a tunnel motor design, basically. It's designed to let
Yes.
smoke out the caps so you don't
Also,
die.
I saw it earlier. That is the MTH N6B caboose, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That is.
I recognize the truck.
I can tell by
hate
the
price
truck.
tag.
I can tell by the
I
brake
I
hose,
hate the
honestly.
price tag.
Besides
No,
the
the brake
tooling.
hose I prove of the trucks they've been using, since 1997.
Oh, no, I've been on the hunt for the New Haven
MPH,
one of
please
those.
stop.
Surprise. Let's
So,
see real quick.
with
We
this,
got the Station
look-
Sounds Diner.
Yeah,
So it's the whole shebang of from Pullman passenger cars from Lionel.
Yeah.
right. And you also get a nice yellow, blue, and silver paint scheme on the car. So
There
Any-
hasn't.
Yeah, zoom in on
Ohio.
this page.
power you have would
Like,
work.
those would look good behind the Greenbrier. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It
there's
would, yeah,
we
those
all, we
they
all know
would.
the Lionel Pullman tooling. We all
Does
know.
this mean we're getting the L1 back? Does this mean we're getting the CNO L1 back?
Oh, the CNO
Another
was
thing
about
they
to
haven't released since Tom Snyder had a fucking talk show.
All right. So the next page,
Oh, that
if
L1.
you guys are squeamish, if you guys don't like fan paint schemes, this is not for you.
I'm
It's
clutching.
You
tier
are
four.
going to be laughing way too
It's
hard.
tier,
at this
it's got to be tier 4s.
I
Riley, turn that page.
Do it.
I love it.
Ooh.
I actually love it.
I hate it so much.
How much does it cost?
Oh
Ladies
my-
and gentlemen,
Did I
the
pre-order it?
creamsicle.
The creamsicle.
The creamsicle.
I gotta do the Photoshop. The cheesy.
I
Yes.
actually want that.
True.
I
Dude,
gotta
except
do
for-
an edit of that. The cheesy.
Oh my god.
Okay, except for the smoke deflectors, I want that. I actually really like that a lot.
Oh, I don't like the silver.
That is an amazing paint scheme.
Okay. The silver,
Ooh.
yes. The orange is way too orange.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
probably-
maybe
orange,
that's, again,
orange.
maybe
That's
that's just
goddamn
the photo,
Cheeto
though.
orange.
It's because they put it in Photoshop and no one knows how to use color correction.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna
cars
Yeah.
don't look too
The
bad.
tender?
That
I
orange
like
is
the
not
tender.
Like that. Don't affect the
Oh,
contrast.
I
There's no
gotta
way
admit,
it's
the
like
tender looks kind of cool.
I like that tender with the rib streamlining.
Because it's,
Yeah.
I
designed-
like that.
it's meant to be the L1 tender. This is meant to be the L1.
Something about the render of the pilot area just
It looks
kinda
that looks
ruined.
really, really, really weird. It
Wait!
looks like
It's
that
off.
one. It looks like that one
612.
scene from SpongeBob where he's in like the future. He went through the. That's what that's
No,
what it looks
Vinny,
like.
Vinny,
Chrome.
or Yuri, what's the cab number say?
612.
What does the number board say?
What the fuck?
Wait a minute. Oh, I
I know.
see it.
How did they mess that up?
They merged the images together. That's actually supposed to be silver. They merged the images together.
They
That's-
really screwed up
They
the
better
catalog.
produce it that
That's
way.
an art mistake. There's
They
no
have
that's got to be silver.
They have to produce it that way.
No,
They really screwed up
Fuck
a
you.
lot of things in this catalog with text
Yeah,
and,
they
and
did.
lettering.
you can tell that's merged by different models by the fact that some of the valve gear is a weird color that it shouldn't be. Look at the trucks and look at the two different wheels on the trucks. They're different shading by a
Oh no,
certain-
they are. They are.
Yeah, they're blue.
Because they're
It almost
yeah,
looks like
but
the
they're
back
not-
one isn't
because it's
flanged.
copied from because it's copied from a different image layered over. That's why that
Yeah.
was
Correct.
like because it was deliberate. It was edited in catalog instead of taking a fucking render like they should have.
Yeah, you know what it is to me? It's the regular
Is it
finished smoke box
so-
color. It's just that's what's
They-
throwing me off.
Is it? I mean, did they make the catalog to working from home, or did they do this in house, like at the offices?
In-house.
Okay, then
Yeah.
it's a little hard to justify the mistake. If it's someone working from home that has to keep shuffling this around, I can understand how someone would fuck that up.
Okay, I will say though,
It happened.
we got the Streamline set of passenger cars.
And they don't
That
look
does.
so
Those
bad.
look cool. Those look
Let me
genuinely.
zoom in on this page. You know, we all know the Streamliner set too. How it, the tooling.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it has
Yep.
my favorite coupler lift magnets you can see from fucking space.
Oh my
Yeah.
Still
god.
have the thumbtacks in the prototype.
Listen, I
Great.
think they're used for an uncoupling track, but at the same time, why can I see them from 7 states away without using a telescope?
Unfortunately, they're just too noticeable on the passenger cars. Too.
Yeah,
The freight cars you can kind of get away with because they're Lionel freight cars.
They've made low-profile ones of these, but this on the passenger cars they deliberately choose
Yeah.
really weird. Like, look if you look on the 2-pack, that's actually pretty a decent profile for where those.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at on the other, you could move those thumbtacks back on the other cars. They chose not to.
Yeah, if we do
Yeah, I
this,
think
like we just
They
like
had
this,
part of
that
what's
just
they have
all-
plenty of room to put those to
I
move
think part
those
of what's
back.
so uncanny about the bottom ones, like the main 4 set, is the distance between the actual car and the trucks.
Take a look at that vestibule, by the way, on the dome cars. Tell me what you see is wrong
Yeah, I
with
was about to
What?
say.
Yeah, one's bigger, one's
The
smaller.
scaling of the
Oh, I
vestibules
see
are
it.
kind of
Oh
off.
lord.
it. One for a fucking El Captain, the other one's for an Am fleet. This is what happens when you merge an Am fleet and a Superliner in real life. This is exactly what it looks like. They don't match up.
All right, I need to get off this page because I swear there's something in my head. Oh my god.
Oh, there they. Oh,
Oh, this is a page where I get to fall asleep.
Well, looks like I'm
They're
not
not-
eating a $5
They're
bill.
not the best, but they are definitely something.
They didn't make. They couldn't even make the Mighty Mogul from the old Lionel Trains book.
That was a wood
I'm
burning
disappointed.
move. I know what you're
I don't
talking
think-
about. I have the Reading Rainbow
I don't
VHS
give a
cassette
shit.
tape of it.
They made 3 different tenders here. I don't give a shit. Put a wood load in.
I have the exact cassette tape with whatever his name is from Reading Rainbow with the
Under
story.
model railroading, can a mogul always look like it was made during Atlas O's first foray into like model railroad steam engines?
You know what it is? This was the 2003 prototype picture. This one here.
That's the
and
ancient
they
mogul.
literally copied it.
They just
Hold on,
exactly.
this is the mogul from 2003?
Yeah, this is the 1455 tooling. When Lionel
Oh,
the
yeah,
Danbury
it's the
measured
same
it
one
up.
that he has.
That's why I
Oh,
say
yeah.
my mogul, because I have the mogul and I worked restoring on the real one.
All right, great. So this better have TMCC1 sounds in it. This is new sound. I'll be disappointed.
Wait.
It better
Hold
also
on.
have the original fan-driven smoke unit,
It doesn't have whistle steam.
and it needs coil couplers.
What? Oh well, it's smaller. That's just
yeah.
It needs magnet traction to pull anything.
Oh god, my
Wait, hold
mogul
on.
can only do like
What's the
8
minimum
bars.
radius. What minimum curve? Okay, that's actually legit. I thought this said 036. Like, you stupid idiots couldn't
Alright.
figure out your own curve radius.
$800. You don't get whistle steam. That's not the worst sacrifice in the world.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Okay, I have a question for you then.
more
How
than
much?
I'm willing to pay.
They're unique enough to warrant that $800 price. I'll give it that.
If you did that,
If they put whistle steam in it, what would you guess the price of it to be?
$850, no more.
Because then it would be the same price as those Mikados, basically.
That's,
Do you
that's
think
the
that's
thing.
justifiable?
Yeah,
$850,
about
no more.
$900.
Whistle steam's a smoke unit and a little logic board. It's not $1,000 worth of manufacturing cost.
No, I said $50 more for a whistle steam
$50
unit.
Yeah, I think that's probably more fair. Yeah.
If this thing was like $100 less, I could justify it. But $800, no. Like if you're giving
I
me a
wouldn't
fucking
do that
Mikado,
personally.
a Mikado fits for $800, not a
Yeah.
fucking mogul.
Riley.
No, yes.
Riley, tell Yuri about Frank's
Nice, they're generic.
special.
Oh, I thought we were talking
Yes.
about something good. So, if
I
you're
guess
in the
you don't-
market for any of these
Yep.
trains and you think that $800 for a mogul is too much, go to Frank at B&F Hobbies. What town is it again in Rhode Island?
Wakefield.
Wakefield.
Can I
You
bring
want to say
chainsaw?
Kingston. No, Frank has some of the best deals I've ever seen. He's a really nice guy.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
I got an MTH Premier GP9 from him for $430.
The money that you were supposed to save for a computer, I'm well aware.
I walked right into that one now, didn't I?
I'm gonna continue. If you come back with another engine after this Jeep within this year, we're gonna have a problem.
Yes, we are.
I never pay. I don't give a shit if you ferry me somewhere and I have to pay you for gas money. You can fucking. I ain't
take
giving you
that.
shit.
I
I
will
ain't
take
giving you
that.
shit.
So,
That's a
Canadian
Strasbourg.
National-
which
No,
is
it's
the
Canadian
real-
National.
But that is the one Strasbourg has, right?
That's the one Strasbourg has now, yes. But that's her
It
in
was
CN. And I
Canadian
was
National.
saying,
Why?
these are the MTH cars. But
Yep.
they're in CN green.
They're kind. I see where that says Canadian National. I couldn't tell because the text is
Yeah,
there.
that text looks a bit weird. I don't know. That might have been
I thought they were just generic green cars with no road name.
No,
Yeah.
they're Canadian.
Oh, no.
They're CN.
Yeah, they totally fit the zebra stripe scheme that the Jeep 9 RMs would use. Totally.
All
Right in.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, there. Yeah,
There it
Strasbourg.
is.
they did it.
Not?
Yeah, fair.
Hey, this is a lot better than putting the Strasbourg Road on an 080, which you should never do.
Yeah.
I still want to know the home address of whoever it was that approved that as a train set locomotive.
Oh, and they did it twice. It's a repeat offense.
These cars are nice, though. This is decent tooling.
You know, if you know the
That
old
looks like
Strasbourg
very
cars,
limish green.
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
They were painted like that when the Strasbourg was. Like,
no,
thing in
part
the
of it's the
Really?
lighting thing. If you look at
yeah, it's from the
the right
70s.
It is the lighting, yes, but they were
look at the
painted
right
like
side of
that.
look at the right side of the door of the combine. That
Oh.
paneling
Oh.
compared to everything else, that's the color it's supposed to be.
Okay,
yeah,
makes
you
it's
have
sense.
this
to-
color.
They took they basically the flash bulb that they use for this is super overexposed.
They did like a reverse bloom almost.
Yeah, whoever's editing these photos, here's a word of advice: stop. Just take a photo with your phone. I'd rather that, because at least I know what the f I'm getting.
All right, let's see. The problem is I'm not a Strasbourg guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm kind of
You don't
done
like
with
Decapods?
Strasbourg. Not the company's equipment, just the railroad itself. I'm just kind of done with it.
There's not really much else they can do to improve it, fam. They can't build an extra main line.
The Road to Paradise, aka, hey, the Amtrak Keystone Line. That you get to see
Or
for
hey,
5
the next
minutes.
farm.
Oh, hey, look out the window. Corn.
Right, corn.
That's
Corn.
just.
Hey, there's
it's-
some Amish guy. Corn.
It is
Amish
Lancaster
guy.
County. What else did you expect to see?
Milk trucks.
Big Ben? Like, what the fuck are you expecting? It's Lancaster County. It's Amish County. You're gonna be like, you know what? This is gonna look like the Windy City. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, hey, look, a steam locomotive next to corn.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's what half of Pennsylvania is. Pennsylvania is half horseshoe curve, half corn.
Don't forget the chocolate. We're not going to go there. changed my mind.
Just get this shit out of my sight.
Oh my god. What kind of coaches are these guys? And gals?
Steel.
Oh my
no,
god!
that's
I did
what-
not.
What is it? What does the caption say?
It's painted wood to look like metal. These are
All right,
early
moving
Pullman
If,
designs.
if that's what it was, then they did a really great job. I'll
Wait,
say
that's
that.
it for Steam?
This image hurts me because Lionel once figured out how to make an SD40-2 look good and then never fucking again.
Wait, I just need to recap. That's it for Steam?
Yeah, that's it for Steam.
Hey, what you want? You don't want you don't want
Okay,
the 7 GS. Well,
It
you don't
is
want the.
It is
Well,
a
you don't want
V2.
the epidemic. What's this? You don't want the epidemic of the 17 GS class they released 2 years ago?
Yeah,
We don't need to.
exactly. I mean,
40 pages and
Don't
6
need
television
we
scenes.
have a brass hybrid articulate, we have a Greenbrier, and we have a Mogul. That kind of covers all the bases besides
I
switching.
know.
And we and
What is that wiring shit on the floor of the fucking locomotive? What is that spaghetti?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I never noticed that until
My 45 is god tier compared to that.
like this is how I'm used to my Lionel diesels looking. This back part here with the 2 motors and then all the hardware between.
Stuffing it under the board is a very commonplace thing. My Phantom does the same thing. That makes sense.
This is the smoke unit
But-
here.
I mean, if you have a long enough wire, but that looks like they put way too much wire and didn't realize it until afterwards, and then just wrapped a rubber band around and went, yeah, it hasn't hit the smoke unit yet.
The one thing the
God.
Phantom got right was the wiring diagram. I'm
This
just gonna-
argument is going to go on until we both die. I just hope you realize that.
Oh.
oh, there we go.
Oh.
Black Widow.
Oh,
Yes.
Susquehanna!
Black Widow.
Yup, the Black
I just know
Widow.
there's one opportunity they missed here, but there's only one that exists in the world, but it exists in my state.
What?
New England Central.
Oh, you're right!
Yeah,
They have a
right.
tunnel motor.
true.
You're right!
I know it's only one road number, but that would work here.
Oh, that could
Either that or Lionel asked them and New England Central said no.
Well, if they didn't say no, Vinny, we can talk to Frank about a pre-order.
Actually,
Or
there's
custom.
there's a fantasy scheme here that I'm disappointed isn't on here because I made it in a train sim. People hated it, and I'm happy that people hated it, which was CSX YN3.
Send me the picture, I'll put it in the video.
Lord.
Alright, so we
Oh,
got
really?
Santa Fe Blue.
Santa Fe, that's meant to be. It's the
I like
45.
it.
It's the 45 scheme. It fits.
I like,
I like
it.
that.
So,
I
I
like
noticed
that.
that they included the. So let's see. There's two
This
road
is
names,
right.
and there's one that includes fish sounds in it.
Oh! The fish sounds. So, okay, they're doing the thing with the SD45.
Yes,
That's-
they're doing.
So it's
They're
2
doing this-
powered and a super.
Yes.
Okay.
That I know where the tooling of this originally came from.
Is it another
Where?
NTH?
No, the tank train they put out in 2004, which was
Oh,
the most
yeah!
it was the most ambitious thing they'd ever done. They'd never done TMCC sets before. You got 6 or 8
That
fucking
thing.
tank cars and 2 powered 2 powered tunnel motors.
This is that tunnel motor. I
Yeah,
just thought it was
it's
MTH because of the
$100.
angle. No, this is that tunnel motor.
Yeah, well, it's the only one they've ever had. So that they've upgraded the tooling, but there was nothing wrong with it to begin with.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the Western Pacific one.
I love the fact that there's Black
Oh,
Widow.
but Black Widow's one of the best.
Black Widow's cool,
liveries on
yeah.
Diesel,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. That's one of the best.
It's
It
good to have.
has the Mars light or the emergency light.
Yeah.
That actually works on that locomotive. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
It
And
actually
I
works.
like the Susquehanna. I didn't mean to click.
I
it.
think
Sorry.
Susquehanna has, I think, a few of them.
Well, they
Yes, they
modeled
are
3
used-
numbers.
The Susquehanna still uses
3010, I think, is
their,
SD60.
yeah, it's now an ST60. That is correct.
Oh.
Still, it looks nice.
And
What
look
a
at the one above
Tunnel
it.
motors. These I'm pretty sure it's very, very short time.
Catachrome is what they call it, but it was the
Kodachrome,
Santa Fe
Kodachrome.
Southern Pacific, right? I think
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the failed
except-
merger.
the failed merge. That's what it was.
SPSF.
SPSF. That's
I
what it
think
was.
that this, I think that this
Yeah.
might have existed on a handful of units for like 5 minutes.
Well, no, I
It-
know there's some
well-
SPSF units out.
well,
there,
I
a little
know
bit,
it-
There's 45s of Kodachrome, but tunnel motors are
but not
kind
on
of.
the tunnel motors.
Yeah. Well, I know for a straight fact that when the merger was going to happen, they had everything ready to go. They had cabooses, they had F45, SD40s like this. They had a bunch of stuff. So when the merger was denied, they said, "Oh, whoops." So the last one that got painted was like in the early 90s.
Yeah,
So-
Morgan, I don't think knows the story of SPSF.
It would
I've
take
heard a bit about
if there's a
that.
half an hour long video of it on YouTube. We don't have time to discuss it here.
We don't.
Yeah.
I'll
Watch,
just do the
watch.
moral of the
We'll
story.
be here till tomorrow.
Don't count the chickens before they hatch.
Chicken.
You know, just don't count the chickens before they hatch.
Are there more schemes to it?
Sorry, I thought we were done on the page.
Well, you know what
I was asked-
I
I
like
just-
the chosen liveries though, like the six them. I feel like that's a good mix.
I know the
Yeah, I
rest.
think that's fair.
The rest of the Pacific scheme is based off the Jeep 35, which
I-
it fits to a tunnel motor.
I
You're just
like
stretching
it.
the scheme.
Like, it's really boxy, but I like it. You know.
But what do you think?
It's a tunnel motor. What did you expect?
Well, I'm saying on a tunnel motor, I like it.
It's just imagine a 45, but just they've squared off the rear.
Yes.
But what do you think of the Black Widow scheme? Does that fit that pretty well?
You
Okay,
know,
wait.
the way the white wraps around the short hood, I do like that. I can't
I
like
like
that at all.
Is granted this is a problem with just SP. It's not. It's because there's two versions of the tunnel motor with different headlight configurations. And this one kind of cuts into the striping, which I don't like. But beyond that, it fits. That's just the problem with that particular variant of tunnel motor.
I'm going back to look at the headlights right now. Yeah. Huh.
They got darker lights, which hopefully can work.
I like the Susquehanna has ditch lights. That's cool.
Yeah,
Because
Susquehanna.
That is cool.
It's an SD60 that they put in raw blocks.
All right, let's see.
This makes me want to vomit. I hate the FAs. In real life they're cool. Lionel has never made a good F. Like the Union Pacific Anniversary set. That's it.
Is this like the shit Lionel one, or is this the MTH one?
No,
They're
this
both
is
terrible.
this is Lionel. No,
That's Lionel tooling. That is the
I thought that was
tooling
MTH.
they've been using since like the 70s, and it didn't even look good in the 70s.
No, it never did.
Okay, the UP Anniversary set that looks nice. Everything else, okay. Erie was a post-war scheme. I'll give them that, but the rest of
Louis Nash.
the problem is they're trying to make it. This is semi-scale, but it doesn't. You're using the trucks from the 027 version.
No, this is scale stuff.
No, it's scale.
That's my question is how is it
It's
scaled
not-
and if it's the same
I've
Lionel
seen
tool?
FAs before. This feels way too short to be an FA.
It's just the picture.
Just a
I can't.
Okay,
Yeah, it might just. I would need
that's
to see
why.
one in person.
It's
really
just the
to tell.
picture.
It's
These
an
aren't scaled.
FA2. It's the stupid version of the FA. That's why it
It's
looks
not
weird.
the FA1. No, it's the FA2.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
dumb
now I
one.
get it. Now it's totally justified. I forgot these are the dumbass versions. The
That
Alpha
makes-
spot looked
yeah, that
cool.
Does make sense then. Yeah.
These are. To put in perspective how unpopular these things were, Tyco made a model of them for their train sets.
Wait,
Oh, dear Lord.
hold the Vinny. How much were the E8 AA sets back in 2021?
like $800.
No, I thought it was 100 or 1,000 for 2 power units.
Something like that. Something like that.
Hold the phone. Powered AA sets, by the way, RF60. No.
Locomotive have a knuckle, or
What
did they do that really stupid shit? with
Hell,
the-
Locomotive is this?
What is that?
What do you mean?
I thought that was a
It's a
RF16 or
short
something. What the?
No, that's got to be another scheme that they've made, because the only time they've ever put Delaware and Hudson on any Alco was a PA years ago.
Yeah, I hate to tell you this. Next page.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I'm out.
Oh no. Yeah.
Can I
no.
just turn the
Oh.
page?
I like some of these schemes. Put them on an FA, like the good FA, not the dumb FA that works in Looney Tunes cartoons.
Oh my God! They butchered gunmetal in New York
We-
Center.
I
They
say that
butchered.
Alco has done a lot. People think Alco can do no wrong. No, they've done wrong. This is proof of it.
I need to turn the page. I mentally can't.
The next one.
Okay.
That's the 1950s Lionel paint scheme for a train set that they sold once when we were still bombing other countries.
Okay.
Yeah, they sold that back.
This is kind of cool.
Yup, that was sold in the 60s.
They were still
That
killing
scheme.
innocent people in countries overseas when they made that. They're
Is
like,
this-
oh, you're
Is
the
this,
space.
Is this supposed to be the explosive boxcar?
I want
Yes,
to
but
throw that down.
silver.
I want to throw that down a fucking flight of stairs. I own an exploding boxcar. The fact that they paid homage. Look, either that it actually explodes.
No, it doesn't.
When I hit the fucking front coupler button on my cab 1, or I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw it out a
so
window.
Cool.
I want to take a hammer to that. I hate that so much.
The problem is, it's not exploding. Pull that pin to get it to explode.
I spent an hour trying to reassemble one of those.
Oh, hey, Vinny, look, it's your favorite U.S. Army passenger cars.
I know. I would love to get that for my troop train that I'm making.
Oh yeah, USATC. We don't have the locomotive that pulled them though.
No, we have this piece of
The USATC 160, which Lionel will never make because it requires them to go to a country that isn't America.
I was gonna make the thing of saying, hey, the E8s were $500 per powered unit, and now the stupid F-A2 is $550.
You or a Kinjang because, or a Kangjin because no one lets leave. That's Heritage unit.
Hey,
The hat
There
range.
it is. There's my engine.
Here, look, it's Katie took the kids.
Huh.
I'm never gonna live that joke down. I'm sorry.
That was a funny joke.
Chicago
I'm gonna go walk
Northwestern, Rio Mopac, Katie. Oh, there's
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. I want to.
Let's go from the left first. Yeah. Let's go from the left first. What's it low?
Right one, I got the top right one. I got a fucking rant coming for. Believe me.
There we go. Okay,
That's
SPD.
me.
Yeah, looks nice.
I like 1996. Yeah. Western WP.
Pacific, I do like that.
It's good that they have all the UP schemes because if they forgot one, I'd be like, well, someone fucked.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people would complain about that.
I kind of have a soft spot for the WP.
It just wouldn't make sense because it's free money. This is
Montana Rail Link.
Now, granted, Montana Rail Link doesn't seem like a bad company.
No.
Thank you, essential workers. I gotta give credit for this, but only if Montana Rail Link was one of the few people like actually gave hazard pay and shit. If they were one of the other companies that work just as scummy as BNSF and UP and go fuck yourself railroad that I have to deal with every day, then I don't want to fucking see this paint scheme because it's literally just telling all these walking up to all the essential workers and putting a shotgun in their mouth.
Okay, so they made it.
Oh, thank you for dying for our cause so that we could ship more fucking containers into an ocean.
And then I caught it in the corner of my eye.
Were both of these actual schemes, though? I don't remember.
Yeah,
yes, they're actual schemes.
They're
That's
real.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, they're real.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one below it, though.
The top one. I don't think I've seen the bottom one.
I need to hear yours reaction because I caught it in the corner of my eye.
If the essential workers one was like BNSF or UP, I would literally hate it because it's the biggest insult. That I like because that happened.
It's CNO patch.
And then CSX decided to be a bunch of dickbags and paint over it again. It's free money, you idiots. You own the railroad anyways.
Okay,
I know,
for some reason it disappears when I click it.
You know what? It was funny too. The story behind that, how the leasing company was like, "Hey, let's just leave it on there," and CSX was like, "No, you cannot."
It's PRLX, but as soon as you click it, it goes away.
Let me tell you something. That was the most hilarious thing that was on the rails as a big.
The rail beast tops it.
That was a big.
Nothing will ever top the rail beast.
I do like that though. That's
the rail beast.
For Lionel.
And the thing about the rail beast is the guys knew what they were doing because they didn't cover up any safety placards, which means that it was still totally compliant. But Union Pacific was like, "Nope, send it to Jenks because we're assholes."
All right,
jeez,
Morgan.
Oh, they're back.
Wait,
Hold on. This is the 2002 tooling.
H1544.
What?
Is
that a typo or were those?
Huh?
Oh no, those were real. I've seen those.
It's not
there's like 17 variants. There's like 8 variants.
It looks like the same tooling though. It looks no different from mine.
There were no major changes on the overall body between the H15
and
the H6.
Okay, no, this is new tooling because the original build of these.
No, it's not. It's the same tooling.
It's the truck.
He's right.
Wait.
There is new tooling here because you know what the original tooling came from? You know when it was made?
What?
2002.
Riley,
And it was such new tooling that they couldn't even.
Yeah.
They had to put a 3D render in the catalog because they hadn't even built them yet.
those things don't have railings on the side. My H16 does.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's the difference.
Well, you know what? Then just if you fall off, go fuck yourself.
If you fall off, then
you just learn to not die.
You know what they say? What's it called?
The previous page, thank you, essential workers, and now we're over here. We're letting them fall off the side of the train.
Survival to the fittest.
That's why none of these things got restored because everyone hated them.
That's what I'm thinking of. Survival to the fittest. If you don't live, you weren't meant to.
If you die, you die.
Maybe Train Masters are just a dumb version of a Jeep 9.
Is it just me or does the UP one bother someone else?
I mean, they had a use. They saw a shit ton of use, but like, it's like a combination. It's like if you squash an RS11 around a GP9 frame.
Yeah, I totally see it.
You know which one bothers me the most is the Kansas City Southern.
That's the one that bothers you the most, not the Monon that looks like a park ranger outfit.
Yes, that's it.
Oh yeah, that is.
Here's the other thing that irks me. It says Monon, and there's words underneath it. All of that could have fit in the stripe, and it doesn't. So it looks like someone just was halfway done with the paint scheme, saved the PSD, and sent it.
You're right.
I don't know.
That could all fit in the strand.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that. I know that Monon normally is just the word and then the stripe, but they made the stripe bigger this time. So I feel like it just confused me why they would do that. Because contrast-wise, it feels like it doesn't fit. Rio Grande's not there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much to talk about. As cool as these are, I don't really think there's much to say.
I mean, I'm just surprised they brought back something from the 2002 era that I don't know if anyone bought back then.
Yeah, I mean, the last I think we saw of these the H16 was the 2015 catalog, come to think
2015 or 16.
To put in perspective how long ago, when they first put these out, my grandmother was still alive. So that dates it. For how long ago these goddamn things were. Oh, they probably remembered that they're a company that makes train sets. Wow, Lionel, you actually got your shit together for a day.
You get a fucking trolley.
Is
it powered?
Yeah, it's an actual Lionel Trolley.
Oh, yeah, pickup rollers. Look.
Is it a bump?
It's a bump and go. It's a bump and go trolley.
So Riley, let me explain this. Let me explain this for the viewers. So you're getting a train set with more than you're getting play value. You're getting a gray U.S. Navy freight sound boxcar, a reefer, a flat car with the bump and go trolley, and an N6B caboose.
Which
for $15.
Right.
Does the trolley have legacy?
Yeah, it's the same legacy. You know what? For $500 more, I say that's a really good value.
I meant, does the trolley have legacy?
Oh yeah,
no, it's right here. Right here.
What?
Working bump and go trolley.
No.
Okay, that justifies.
Work on the cab too.
No, it's conventional.
That's a joke. They went over your head. Bump and go or bump and derail, as I call it.
Trolley feature.
You ever run one of these things at full speed into a bumper?
Actually,
at max speed?
Yes, I have, and I knocked the bumper right off the track.
Oh,
I will say this though: the company that made the best bump and go trolley, not Lionel, Industrial Rail. Don't at me.
You know what? I second that.
Industrial Rail was really nice.
That well. I'm
no
not
command
sure.
system required for the Freight Sounds car. Bump and go reverse, conventional operation, LED interior, metal sprung trolley pulls. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Oh, yeah. Metal trolley pulls. That's right, because usually they're plastic.
Wait, conventional operation, that's for the trolley, not for the locomotive.
Yeah. It says right here, Morgan. Trolley features.
Trolley features, sorry.
They can't fit a legacy board in there.
Locomotive features. See page 20.
Okay, go to it. Oh no, never mind. So wait, are those the stupid F units above?
Yes, and I just want to look at the actual freight cars included. So
and the
60-foot box. We got the TOFC. Nice to see that come back. We haven't seen TOFCs in a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of hopper is this again, Vinny?
Only Lionel could figure out how to make decent fucking spine cars.
100 ton.
100 ton 3-bay?
The Clinchfield hopper.
bigger than that.
It's the same one. It's the same.
And-
They used under-
You know, Western Maryland circus caboose kind of works. I'm just gonna say it.
Western Maryland was a circus.
It really was.
In
It
Paint
really
Street.
was. You see, on the Locomotive, I'm telling this really to Morgan because he doesn't know the livery that much. This was nicknamed the circus paint.
That was video.
Oh, I can imagine why.
I'm just gonna say, I think it really works on the caboose. To be completely
I
honest.
It does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I look at the mismatch of units. I just think it's the Schnauzer Powers thumbnail that he put out.
I mean,
Like,
that is cool on
ago.
Lionel's part. You're not buying two of the same like paint job. You're getting
Yeah.
something
Wait, are
different.
they both powered or is
Yeah,
one
they're
of
both
them
powered.
dummy?
They're both powered.
Oh, okay,
They're
good.
both powered
You
units.
can run them however you want to.
Yeah,
Chance
you
you'll
can run them
derail.
independently. You can run them
Separate them
together.
if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get two
Well,
different
that's
liveries.
That's actually really cool. I like that.
And to make it realistic, they're probably both not speed maps, so you'll get the realism of derailing through every Ross custom switch you've ever fucking installed.
God.
This
Whoa.
bothers me.
I don't-
Now I gotta
do. Sorry, I just
Oh,
went French
dear
chef
God.
on you right there.
No.
I know where I'm laughing too, because Vinny over here absolutely loves his UP heritage stuff, doesn't he, Vinny?
Yes, now I have to get this for to go with my boxcars.
$150. Oh my god!
Whoa!
Absolutely fucking not.
I get that it's a real wood deck flat car, but
Bro, the fucking trailer looks like it came out of a Matchbox playset. What the fuck?
Mattel
Actually,
probably
it's
sponsored
boy.
making the wheels for it.
Your trailer trucks from Hot Wheels that have less shiny rims than that.
Yeah, Mattel made Hot Wheels. Yeah.
But you know what's funny is that's the MTH trailer from the premiere stuff.
Can no company that's not HO make a fucking trailer that's believable?
I'm trying to see where I get the best shit.
No one look at a drive-in for 5
He's
seconds.
right. He's right.
Yeah, I know I am.
I'm looking on the lining because, you know, it's on black. I can make it out. He's right. That is the MTH trailer.
Yep.
It is.
For much better. Can no one make a 53-foot drive-in?
No.
You know what? Out
I
of all the
companies, can none of you do it?
No.
out of
Come
all
to
the,
my ramp. I will show you what a 53-foot trailer looks like.
Go to Yuri's work. They'll show you.
you know what? Out of all the ones I want to order is going to be the Mopac and the Rio Grande.
The next
Also, Yuri, can we make the joke, please? It's officially
I-
licensed.
Oh
Oh
God!
my
Can
God.
we make the joke again or no? Are you done with it?
Go ahead.
The DR brush mower.
Nothing runs like a deer, 'cause deer don't run.
All
Said
my
every center ever.
Or am I saying it wrong? Is it John Deere?
It's John Dere.
It's Jan
Idiot.
Dere. There we go.
John Dere, you
It's
idiot.
Jan Dere.
Hey Riley, if you look above, there's your Wisconsin boxcar.
That's what they're supposed to look like. They're
yeah.
not.
Oh, I thought it'd have the logo.
No.
No.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm-
still WCOR, so
Yeah,
it
it's
is
owned by
Wisconsin
Canadian
Central.
National, whoever the fuck owned it.
Hey, Reading and Northern.
Reading and
Oh,
Bel-
yeah.
Clever. Oh, so these are different road numbers. Okay.
Yeah, they're supposed. Yeah.
Oh, $140, Cal.
I don't know why, but
Damn.
this page just fills me with confusion. I don't know why.
You have
And
to
then
buy
you
the billboard pack separately. Wow.
It feels
Another
like
licensed
it feels like this is
car.
a page that's not supposed to be part of this catalog for some reason.
Oh God. Wait, how did they get both of them?
Go further. Genuine parts. FRDX.
Didn't Ford actually have their own auto?
Ford
I
had
think-
their own. Ford
I
had
think
their own.
these are just going towards, the race.
FRDX could be legit. I don't know. There's been weirder stuff. Like the fact AWVR is an actual real reporting mark for those who don't know. If you look under licensed reporting marks under the FRA, AWVX exists.
Oh, right, for the movie.
Fox actually had to license a reporting mark so that they could do Unstoppable. And they still own it.
Unstoppable, but yes.
Yeah. Unstoppable, my favorite movie where the PTC trips and the engineer gets fired.
All right, let's do the coal hoppers first.
All right, let's see them.
100-ton coal hoppers.
Like
So we got Burlington Northern, black.
Burlington Northern.
Chassis. I do like that. Denver, Rio Grande. These are patched hoppers, aren't they?
No, those are that's during the UP era. Those
That's
are
right,
later
yeah.
ones. That's well after DRGW.
Yep.
The NS one, the yellow one is a specialty one, but there's barely ever that exists. But I think it does exist.
It's only
Yeah,
available in this pack, by the way, by the look of it.
Yeah, it still it still exists, but it's now like once in a blue moon that shows up.
There's no way a Reading hopper still exists.
Reading and
Those
you know
specific.
what? The Reading hoppers are actually for the 2102 from the earlier catalog. So if you want to do a 2102 freight train from the 90s,
The SP hoppers I know still exist.
I like
Not
the
much.
look of the SP
They're
one.
still there.
Yeah.
The ones that haven't been patched for UP are still out there.
Also,
Yeah.
fully made out of die-cast. These all come with the roller bearing trucks, by the way, I noticed.
Rotating bearing caps, good.
With the, yes, the
Your
roller bearing
goddamn
trucks.
fucking, because your goddamn covered hopper didn't.
No, you're thinking of the standard O box cars, which come with Bettendorfs of all things.
Which is dumb.
God.
Most of these cars come with roller bearings.
Oh my god, they're $200!
whoa,
Yeah.
This better
Look
have
at-
17 licensed songs in it if it's $200.
Oh, they made an original one back in the day that only played I've Been Working on the Railroad.
Does it come with the... Can I just put an iPod in there? The Railroad Tycoon... If this doesn't come with the entire Railroad Tycoon 3 soundtrack, I'm not buying
You can
it.
play whatever
I'm
you want.
personally
to,
going to be
man.
pissed off, too. I grew up with that game.
yeah, we all did.
So what terrible country songs from
Playing
Toby
Hobo
Keith are they
Camp-
licensed for this?
It plays Hobo Camp sounds when stopped, so it has the technology to know if it's moving or stopped.
Yeah, it's called a cam.
And freight sounds in motion.
It's a
Plastic
reed scope that
figures.
determines if it's moving or not. It's a magnet on the axle.
Opening couplers, conversion. Plays freight sounds, plays Hobo Camp. So it doesn't play
Phantom. Well,
music.
the Phantom
it
is
plays,
different, actually.
It plays Hobo Camp sounds when it's stopped. So I don't even think
Cool.
it plays music.
This would work really well if you put it next to a flat spot boxcar and a hot boxcar and put all of them to max volume,
Oh my god, we should fucking do
and then
that.
try
Please.
moving.
We should do that.
You'll be able to hear shit.
I like
They'll
the
sound horrific.
Alright, of the road names they picked, though.
What is okay? This road name sounds like some knockoff. If I went to a Chinese knockoff T-shirt company, Western of Alabama.
Western of Alabama.
It almost sounds like some kind of, Disney couldn't get the rights to Western and Atlantic kind of
What
thing.
learning is.
Ann Arbor, okay, I can remember. The Fricko, always nice to
Ship
see.
Fricko.
And Cotton Belt.
All right.
Huh.
Okay, let's move on.
Keep going.
I'm not entertained.
Okay.
Still not entertained.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I know where the Boost Tooling came from on the right. I know exactly where it's from because I
so we
own it.
got regular old Pensy later era, Pensy
Believe who's
maintenance
got
of way.
the
That
upper
one's
Boost.
cool. Maintenance of way is always nice to see.
You know who's tooling this is from? Because you won't believe it. And no, it's not MTH because I own one of these.
No, it's not
No.
MTH.
Lehigh, New England.
No,
2 or
I
3
know where
years
the
now.
model came from because of the main central. You know where it came from?
Where?
Weaver. They made these. The
Yeah.
trucks.
Oh.
MTH. Weaver made these kinds of caboose. I own a main central of these.
Bring it over to my place next time. I have
It's
2 or 3
scaled
you can compare
down,
it
but
next
the
to.
base tooling, as far as I can tell, is Weaver.
Yeah,
Because
bring it over.
Lionel's the one that got Weaver in the end, right?
Yes, Lionel
Yes.
got
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Some went to Atlas, but we're talking the military stuff.
If this was the MTH tooling, because
No.
if we didn't use Weaver tooling outdoes any of what Lionel or MTH tried to do with this caboose.
Agreed.
Mine's from 10 years ago, and it still blows shit out of the water, except for the fact that the wheels screech around every corner because they can't lubricate it.
But anyway, my buddy Sam, who lives down the road, he's got one of every main central caboose that Weaver ever made.
Wow.
Wow, is this going to the
God.
pile?
Nice. That color is a bit off, though. That's supposed to be orange.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's never been a bright yellow.
Yeah,
Casey,
it's not like a
picture,
banana
too.
yellow. You're
Only
right.
bright yellow
Yeah.
is if you have the pine tree scheme on a locomotive. then the trim is yellow.
Yes.
The striping is yellow, bright yellow,
Yeah.
but it's orange if it's on a caboose.
I know what you mean. Yes, it is kind of an orange color. Yes.
But that, again, it's overexposed.
Hey, Ryan.
Okay.
Oh, what am I?
See GADX, see Procore. Well, they actually figured out other road names other than fucking GADX. Congrats, Lionel, and learning the alphabet.
Just like
Cargill.
go left to right.
They didn't put Tillex in. I'm disappointed.
Cotton belt pacemaker livery.
Wait, hydro cushion was an SP thing. Well, what the? Why is it in pacemaker? It's a fucking hydro cushion.
Well, I know I have to get
What
one
am
of
I-
these.
That's confusing. That's the New York Central pacemaker scheme on a southern. We have hydro cushions at work. That's a weird thing to do.
That's a potato car.
That's a potato car.
These are getting worse as we go down the list.
I swear
that's fine.
that's an American Flyer livery.
That's fine. This is fine.
It's good.
That's real. The other ones, this is also, I have no idea.
Why are they such low numbers?
Because of Western Maryland.
Yeah, good point.
This isn't Clinchfield where they run the perishables train.
Okay, this is an auxiliary water tender, or
USAX is real, I can tell you that. That's the real.
Reading, Blue Mountain, North. Would this be an auxiliary like water tank?
Oh fuck no.
No.
No, that would be.
Look at where that's
That's
a suction-based tank. You can't use that for water tank.
No, that's for their diesels at the shops.
That is a top. That's a top remove. That's the kind of tanks where if you fuck up the suction, you implode them. That's not.
Oh yeah, there's
Those
kind.
things.
Any of these that have the top loading thing, if they don't have an additional hose, are the ones that have to be at a tank car unloading place. You can't like use them on the fly because you'd literally blow them up in the service.
I do like the U.S. Army one. That looks nice.
I'm a bit disappointed they didn't do 30,000 gallons because these are like 10,000 gallon tanks. These are tiny.
You get graffiti in the Gaddix ones. That's kind of cool.
That looks kind of cool. I like the graffiti features.
Procore is nice. It's nice to see
I like
that.
that.
I'm surprised there's no
That
Utilix.
Color.
Well, that's the thing that's getting me is UTLX
Or
too.
UTLX, and there's no Tilix or UTLX.
Maybe they don't have. They should have licensing from Trinity. I swear they have.
They do. I have a Tilix 30,000 gallon tank.
From Lionel? Huh.
Yeah, it's my new sound car. Remember?
Trinity,
I got the Tilix one because Yuri and I had a chat. We were like, Tilix rarely gets produced, and it has the blue stripe on it too. So I was like, let me get this because it's rare.
Still makes a bunch of tank.
That one doesn't have the blue stripe though, does it?
It
I'm
does.
working on a new car right now, but I don't know what the hell it is. I gotta check their Facebook page. I think it's a new hopper.
Oh
Wait,
no! No!
Oh, what am I seeing?
Vinny,
I need to see this statue up close.
Vinny!
What?
are you ready to jump into uncharted territory?
I hate Lion Chief, but let's go.
This is traditional. Oh, don't anyone ever fucking come at me saying that those auto racks look good.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna summarize everything in one
I
sentence.
see them every goddamn day. They are not a fucking barn slapped on some trucks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Not a
summarize the
cattle
whole
farm.
Lion Chief range.
C-Trex think train. I didn't know they made that scheme. That's cool.
There's only 150 of them.
Oh wait, go to the second scheme.
shit!
Second scheme on the
They brought
right.
those back.
No, second scheme on the right is very important.
What?
They made a New Haven one.
Were those real?
Yes, they were real.
Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of respectable.
I don't want to take up too much of the video. I'll look up the
Look at
information
the New
about
Haven
that.
one. The text,
Yeah, send me that. Send me
and
that.
look at it for 5 seconds. The text is fucked up.
Yeah, there's also
What?
no number on the number part.
Oh, yeah, no, that's weird.
Do you not
Yeah.
see the fact that the text looks like the Roller Coaster Tycoon floating text?
Oh my god,
Oh,
and it's
God.
arched.
It's
It's
not aligned.
arched. It's curved.
It's not aligned. It's
Whoa!
it's arched in a way as if the boiler exploded.
All of them are. Look at the Lehigh Valley one.
Oh no,
It's
that
like
one's just on an
sideways,
angle.
it's tilted.
That one's just
Yeah.
Okay, I will say
me.
it. I like the black smoke box.
I like that. Yeah, I
Look
like
at it
that.
next
That
to New
looks
Haven
cool.
with the graphite gray versus the. I like the black on the
Yeah, I
smoke box.
prefer the black. I prefer the
No,
black.
this is how you want. I have the best one ever. I have the North Pole one from years ago.
You know what I'd say though?
I have the Christmas cider. Go fuck yourself.
I'm probably gonna get the New Haven one, but you know what I'll do? I'll weather the shit out
You're
of
gonna
it.
do this before or after you
Yeah.
get the
After I move, I'll get the New Haven one and weather the shit out of
I'm
it.
gonna hold you to that.
Dude, Alaska Railroad was a nice choice. I actually like that. That's cool.
Now, the stuff on the right, there's a unit that most of you don't understand
Let's
its
see it.
significance to, because these are
Is
the
that-
rarest thing that is ever made.
Yeah.
The second unit.
It is!
Go to the second unit. I'll give you guys a story about this.
Actually, Yuri has the story.
1990 in 1947, this unit was cataloged. Not once did
I
it
know
even
this
make
story.
it. It did not make it to production. 1997 rolls around. Slightly redone original tooling, TMCC, rail sounds, and Magna traction as far as I remember, electrocouplers, custom sounds and shit. Revamped scheme was available that 1 year and never again. Next to no one has one. I'm the only one that has footage of it on YouTube.
Yuri's
Oh.
up there.
They exist. These are the hardest. People can say about Western Maryland and the SP ones were pretty rare, but this is technically the hardest one to find of any NW2 that's ever been produced from Lionel.
And
Really?
If you didn't get it in that catalog, it was never again.
And I can back Yuri on that.
97 was the
That's
only
cool.
catalog.
And I can back Yuri on the story. That switcher is very, very hard to find. There was one at Springfield this year. One of the booths had it, and the guy wanted $4,000 for one of those.
I don't blame him.
Holy
I'm
shit.
lucky that the person who was selling mine was
4,000?
the person who was selling mine didn't know its worth, so I got it for like 200.
Yeah, no,
The-
Yuri got the deal of the century.
And
Well, Yuri got the deal essentially, but the guy,
every fucking thing
but
on that.
the guy who was in the Young building, he has a whole. So he had the New York Central switcher there, and on the price tag it said $4,000. Ask before you touch. Need to put on white gloves. I'm like, why do you need to put white
Jesus
gloves on this
Christ.
locomotive?
Okay, the white it's no. Well, I drink a fucking Mountain Dew and then touch the thing. It doesn't look like crap.
Well,
I don't care. It's an NW2. If you're one of those people who wants to
Black,
put
too, so it's like, how are you going to get anything on?
NW2, I don't care how rare it is. It's designed to be run. Also, do you guys know where the volume switch is on this?
Where?
where
Take a guess on the model.
bottom?
Casey?
I'm
No.
taking it
Oh,
up.
it's that thing.
Yep.
I'm
that is
taking
the
it up.
volume.
That's cool. I like that.
You
I
actually
like that.
turn that. It's a knob.
And also, where the run program switches are, on the back cab where the battery boxes are around the steps,
Yep.
it's groomed right into there. So at first glance, you can't even see them.
They're
Oh,
hidden
cool.
very well.
It's a really smart design.
I like
And I
that.
have
Do you
the
think the
sounds
legacy
on this
one? Not
thing.
the legacy, the line.
The sounds on this thing were never produced for any other engine. It sounds nice for a 567.
Really?
Like
Mm.
it's on my YouTube channel. There's of the one I did a whole unboxing and discussion about this thing. This is
Yeah.
the fact that they're bringing back the NW. The thing is, the tooling on this has never actually been bad.
No.
It's not 100% accurate, but the NW2's always on a funky engine. It's cool to see it again. The fact that they brought 622 back means someone at Lionel has like been following all this shit as a kid for years.
And I have
knows their stuff. Yeah.
two of them as one of them's a United States Navy as my first train, and I have a Coast Guard one with one motor. The Navy one that I have has been modified to 2 motors. So yeah, for an
because they only come single truck.
yeah,
even on 622. But they do have Magna traction. I'll give them that.
yeah. But what was funny too is for an MPC era locomotive, me and my dad put two motors in the damn thing, the thing runs like a clock. To this day, it hasn't even moved in about 25 years. We put it on the track and we're like, oh, it's not going to run. Oh, and it started right up and just pulled everything. We're like,
I got an ancient CNO one from the 50s. Still runs like a charm.
yeah.
The mechanism in these is great. Unless you get the 1980s plastic ones like
Don't even
DT&I.
bring that up. Yeah.
Lionel see the movie, they like do the cutaway, and it's like a can motor and a wire to one light bulb. It's like, what the fuck?
Opinion
Well,
on
no,
the
no,
Great Northern
isn't it-
Seaboard
That
livery.
bottom one is an NPC scheme that was only ever made in the cheap plastic version. Seaboard.
Which one?
Yeah, I see
That's
it.
Seaboard.
Yeah.
The Seaboard that was die cast was the orange and blue.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Right.
This
love
was
that
the
Seaboard one,
NPC
too.
scheme.
I like that
So the
one.
fact that they brought, I'm glad someone brought it back. Someone at Lionel actually watched Lionel the movie 3 as a kid.
Or they had to at least
Oh.
remember that a 622 was cataloged with New York
Anyone
Central.
watching this, that color that you see on that is not correct. If you get that, when you get that as an actual production mode, that is jet black.
Nice.
Really?
Yep.
That's sick.
It's you know the black that they used for the original ATSF 622s. It's like that, but a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Like it's straight black, like a real NYC.
Straight black. Straight
Yeah.
ass.
Straight black. It's beautiful.
I'm just reading this stuff while you guys are talking. So
Should have brought that.
these are Lion Chief Plus 2.0, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we can
in
run
other
that with
words,
Legacy and stuff.
these are TMCC.
Yeah.
And what's
One
the
of these
MU
might be
on
worth
TMCC
considering,
again?
honestly.
What's what again, Yuri?
What's the MU limit on TMCC again?
9?
I'm gonna hook 5 of these together and run it like Indiana Harbor Belt used to.
Because it's 99
Jesus.
for base, and I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
it's 90
Indiana Harbor Belt
flash.
did not give a fuck. There's a video of 4 NW2s hauling like a 70-foot manifest.
I just can't get over these two.
Christ.
They did not give a fuck.
I just can't get over these two, though. Because I swear, Lehigh Valley Cole 126 sounds familiar. I feel like that's a real engine. I'm just not remembering.
Yeah, that is a. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's
Riley,
the
that is-
touring tank engine?
Yes, that's the touring tank engine.
I had a feeling. Because once I saw
I
the
think-
number, I was like, this has to be a real one.
Pickup rollers on these things.
And the
When
New
you-
Haven one, I'll flash my stuff up on the screen later of the info on it. Because I don't want
I'm
I
willing
don't
to
want to
bet
be too
money.
technical right now.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to bet money though that these still have one technical flaw that's been there since development
The
when they
bad
first came
speaker.
out. No, pickup roller spacing. If
Oh,
these go over any 90-degree crossing, intermittent power cutout. Unless you're going max speed.
I'll actually look at our. We're
Like
going to see the one
conventional-
tomorrow at the
If
museum.
you're on a
I'll take
conventional
pictures of it.
unit and you go over a 90-degree
We
crossing,
should run that.
throw yourself into
And I'll
neutral.
just change the subject.
Actually, we could do switching with it tomorrow in the yard.
We could.
We could do that. All right.
I gotta do
moving
a real switching. So
on. Oh.
I need to look at the Dash 8 first because I actually
Hmm.
that's probably the coolest thing that they've ever done for train set.
It's
And
the
that's
MTH.
bad.
Yeah.
All right. As a
The Dash 8's already shorter,
B40, it doesn't look terrible.
and those are real.
Yeah, I'm saying as a B40, that's the MTH
Because of the-
Rail
It,
King.
this works
Dash
better than the toy Jivos because the Dash 8 was already scaled to be crunchable, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
As a B40, it doesn't actually look too bad.
I think that's probably one of the better train set idea engines they've had.
Because the C40-8 in the last catalog.
The rest of the consist, though, I don't want to ever fucking see again.
Oh God.
We saw enough of them already.
How would anyone?
Oh,
Can I
stop.
just one sec? Think about it from a real logistic. If Lionelville was a real place, think about how you get cars into those.
Oh, God. So this is the MTH corner store, right, Vinny?
Yes, this is the MTH corner store. Which is interesting is you notice the name Rascal Flat, like the country band. Now look at this.
Rascal Flats.
Yeah.
It's a reference to Life is a Highway. I get it.
Oh,
It's a
that's
reference.
funny.
Rascal Flats.
Oh my God.
That's actually really clever.
That's clever.
I like
I
that.
like that.
I like that. Moving on. God, the milk flat cars.
Yeah.
For some reason, hey, at least I don't have to see fucking Angela Trotta Thomas's fucking DeviantArt drawings
Oh,
anymore.
hey, look, we got Lionel Lines at least coming back into relevancy. Also,
Hey, that's
I can't-
cool.
What is
Yeah.
this fucking I Love Lionel ass fucking box? These
There it
Benny
is.
the Lion slapped on
It
it.
took a minute to actually load that time. Milwaukee
Three
Road.
stands for 4-wheel trucks.
175 years of the Milwaukee Road?
Yeah, it's their celebration next year
Jesus.
or this year.
And the Chicago
then-
Railroad Club, 100 years. Poor bastards.
Wow.
Yep. And then you have
Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. So you can get a custom
Licensing.
Chevrolet or Ford boxcar, depending on...
Yeah, sucks for you, Casey.
And then look above.
Bazooka Joe.
Would you rather drive the Jeep Wrangled?
The Ford Challenge. Wait, what was it? The Dodge
Ford
Challenged or the Ford
Ford
Escape?
Escaped. Ford on Focus.
Or the Jeep Wrangled.
Look at the bazooka.
Okay, Bazooka Joe was part of my childhood. It's cool to see him finally part of Lionel.
Comic It's cool. That's
I like
actually.
That is a nice nod to.
It does feel like a Lionel's $50 because the colors are so loud.
Yeah. At least they're made in America, though, as well.
Sunlight. I feel like if you shine this in the sun the right way, you could take down aircraft.
Yuri, I just
my
realized.
God, I wouldn't be
why
surprised.
is this Lionel Lines?
Oh,
I just realized.
Fuck Dick Cowan. That balding fuck that was like, trains are for adults only.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, you get to kill people with this? This advocates for suicide? Wait, hold on.
Alright.
Advocates...
All
Wait, this
right,
advocates
we
for
got it.
suicide? I am fully behind this then.
It was real.
Yep. It was a real thing.
my
It was
God.
a campaign back in the day, actually, if you don't know. There was a
Dangerous
video on it.
railroad crossing
Oh,
suffered for so many accidents in Mississippi that the catalyst for the inventor, Azam Phillips, designed and installed. You can't miss the crossing to prevent loss of life.
This is what Brightline in Florida needs.
You see, this had two purposes, this sign. One, stopping dumb people from getting hit by a train. But if you were suicidal,
See,
this
that's the thing.
fun
I
thing
was
for you.
about to
If
say,
you had,
bring it to Florida
holy
Brightline,
shit.
you're gonna
You're
see
like,
an
what's
increase
gonna
in
mean,
hits.
man? And there's a freight train right there. How convenient. And you drive through and you get to die.
What a beautiful.
But you know what's funny?
It works out for everyone.
Oh.
But you know what's interesting?
Wow.
It's the crossing. It has an air raid siren as the bell.
I was about to say siren activates when train comes through.
Yeah.
The art team fucked this up though. 'cause
Wait, does it
like
actually have the
after
sound chip for the
Siren activates when train comes through.
Yes.
Arrows indicate direction. It even knows which way the train is coming from.
Yup.
Oh,
only if you have insulated track.
cool. That's legitimately cool.
Oh, you know I would insulate if I had one of these.
Insulated tracks always had a directional thing, but no one's used it.
Hey Florida, if you're watching this, this is your next Brightline project to the Orlando extension in Tampa, right? Get one of these.
I
Well,
kind of have to see
what
this
you
in
need to
action.
do is hold a gun to FEC and say upgrade the fucking track so that there's a grade separation.
Anyway, I'm gonna just keep going here.
So the diner is back.
The ancient diner from
This
like
is
the
the
60s,
from,
right?
what, the 70s, I think.
NPC
No.
era.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, NPC. This was made during General Mills time, I believe.
I
Yeah.
like the theming at least. You know, ice cream, malt, shakes.
Is it
burgers,
from the smoke
fries.
unit? It
Yes,
doesn't.
I have one. Yes.
No, it doesn't. No,
No,
it
it doesn't
No,
say
it
it does.
doesn't.
Oh,
What?
Plug and
That's
play,
a missed opportunity.
LED, window silhouettes,
Whoa.
lighted
I'm
sign.
paying $150 for something that doesn't even blow smoke.
Even fucking K-Line gave you a smoke unit on their diners.
Whoa, they
That's
took
a huge
the-
missed
that's pretty
opportunity.
good.
Also gave you a fucking quantum remote you could use to take out the space shuttle.
But they don't. Wow, that's kind of disappointing.
That's sad. Yeah.
That should be $20 right now.
Also,
Oh.
no.
I get what the price goes
No.
up because of the licensing in this case.
But you know what?
Oh, that makes sense. I
But you know
wouldn't
what?
buy it, but that makes sense.
I can
Why
see-
it would?
E-lighting is surprising.
I
I
don't
can-
like it.
I
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that. That
Based
looks
on a real
supposed to be
really out of
station.
place.
Casey, you don't
Lionelville
look at the
Station.
fucking stations in
it's
your goddamn.
Lionelville.
Casey, look at the fucking stations in your goddamn state. Go to Windsor. Is this not the same thing?
No.
Well-
At Windsor?
Well,
No.
well, you know what?
You're right. The one at Windsor looks worse.
Yeah. But you know what?
Now it
At least
does.
it's not. Yeah, but you know what? At least it's not New London filled with crackheads running around and homeless
Hey,
people.
don't be talking shit about my new London fucking Crosstown Ferry represent, fam.
Would you like to buy a train station?
You know what? If they ever want to make a Basco bridge that actually looked real, use the fucking Niantic one as a proper model.
I was gonna
Actually,
say
Lionel
use-
did once, and then never again.
I was gonna say use the one
They have
Mystic, but you know
So
what?
they,
I think this is going to be a very, very relevant meme, if you know where I'm going.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a meme.
That just fits any yard ladder.
Or my
That's
brain.
That's Deerfield's yard ladder. right there.
Flying cows.
Layout ends 100.
100. Okay, I like that one.
Rudolph Crossing.
What is the last one? Is that a mosquito?
That's a mosquito carrying a dude.
Oh, it's like a
what
West
the
Nile.
hell? Why?
Like West Nile. Stay away from mosquitoes.
That's like a creature of the Black Lagoon. Creepy.
This reminds me of in Run 8 Train Simulator. There's a sign hidden somewhere around the game that you'll see in spots. This is Foamer's ahead.
All right. Okay.
Fucking. Okay. What family is this? Oh, it's the same. It's this asshole again.
So it's a roadside stand that's an actual caboose.
Yep.
If it was by any other, fuck the Cowan family.
But it has to be Cowan family.
It has to be this old balding fuck that probably never had actually. I imagine what Joshua Lyle Cowan never actually had color. He only existed as a black and white human being.
There's no color photo of him.
There is no proof that he ever saw color or that anyone else saw him in color in real life.
Sepia doesn't count. I don't care if people say sepia doesn't count as color.
We're in his workshop with whatever. Can we get this is Ben and Jerry's bullshit.
So it comes with
wood
track.
Made in USA. This is the sad part to say made in USA, disregarding all the other shit you imported from China,
including the caboose.
Some assembly required. It's balsa wood, you asked.
It's supposed to be an ice cream stand, but just they brought back the girl strain pastel colors. I can't get over that. I'm sorry.
There's something like this in real life.
Oh, that is what that is.
And that's a silver coupler too.
That's a color. That's wrong. There's no way that's. The only way you can make a colored coupler like that, because I think there has been one before, is when you make them plastic couplers that are permanently closed.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the regular old caboose. Northeast caboose features on page 59.
Yeah,
that's the same thing.
It looks stupid.
All right, let's move on.
Yep.
Grandpa's Workshop, toys fixed for free.
That's a fun joke.
That.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Wait, it plays sounds.
It's got whimsy to it.
It plays sounds. Also, there's a frisbee on the roof.
Stimulate orchard sounds on a timed loop. I like that.
So it's not immediately a loop.
That's a smart thing about it.
So you don't,
I bet
your eardrums out after 10 minutes.
I bet you there's a potentiometer that might have let you adjust it.
I bet so. I like the frisbee on the roof. I like that. That's a fun nod to,
It's got whimsy. It's whimsical. I like it.
Yeah, there's a bike pump. That's clever.
That's kind of funny, actually, because that exists.
Oh, there's plenty of them.
The sheep shed. That's a funny joke, actually.
Yeah, there's plenty of those out there.
I kind of like the door trim, actually.
Yeah, lavender and
purple. The coloring for the doors I actually like.
And I mean, it's on white as well, which doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't. It's not that bad, but I wish it was more like.
On a scale layout, it wouldn't work, but on a whimsical layout, it fits perfect.
Yeah. And I mean, your favorite color is purple anyway, so you kind of have that bias. Of, purple being the rarest color for anything to begin with.
Yeah, it's just someone actually figured out color design and how things match, so it fit.
It does look cute, is the thing. I think that was the intention. They wanted it to look
girly. They weren't trying to do anything.
$30.
Also, I can't get over the mosquito. I can't get over
I'm just seeing that in the corner. It's so threatening.
I just need to see this
should literally be. It should be federally mandated that anyone in the South building a layout has to have that sign.
I'm actually going to get a couple
of
these
sign
packs.
$8. That might be worth it just for the meme.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get a couple of these sign packs. I'll be honest.
You see, Lionel. I bet someone at Lionel, after realizing that the Millennial Pack was the cringiest piece of shit they ever made, decided, what if not being fucking worthless as a company and had fun with it? I hate these.
All right. Let's do these from left to right.
My favorite accessories that have no fucking value to them whatsoever.
Darts away, fish or foul, Ha, I get the joke.
You know those old water games you used to get in the dentist where you have to get the ring onto the thing?
Clobber the
You guys remember the old water ring games?
Yes.
That's what these are.
Yeah.
Except imagine that there's no water in the ring game.
Oh, why did they paint the faces on the newsstand?
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't like the painted faces.
This is an ancient thing.
Yeah, these are from like the 40s, I think.
No, 50s.
No, 50s.
40s was pre-war still. They didn't experiment with this then. This was when they were doing color catalogs. Is when they started doing this.
Also, Yuri always gets a kick out of it.
Early
I'm
50s.
surprised they're still marketing this one.
Oh my God! They're still
marketing it.
It doesn't work anymore.
God.
The fake news, left side and right side.
Oh Jesus!
You literally get to pick.
That's so good.
Alex Jones committee.
Okay.
That is some bullshit.
Hey, look, it's my best
All right.
Transformer, the GW180.
I got to rant about one other thing though. I've made this rant before. No one else has heard it though.
Let's hear it.
Go to the ZW, please.
Ah, yes, the
There's
ZW180.
an attachment for that irks me to no end.
This is
So, if anyone remembers, in the early 2000s, you guys remember the add-on that came for the ZW?
I do.
It was a
The
LCD
anteater.
panel. It was a LCD panel that read in up to decimals. I think it was 1 or 2 decimal places. The exact volts and amps of each throttle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
These are little analog gauges, which can be real, but if you've ever used a multimeter, it's not analog. Not nowadays, it's digital, which showed you the exact voltage and current.
Mm-hmm.
In case you were really close to getting overcurrent. As cool as this looks for retro, I don't believe it's as... You can have analog. There's really old multimeters from like fucking 50s that have accurate as hell gauges that are analog. But for Lionel's quality control, there's no way that those things are 100% accurate. That's the only the two things I'll give MTH that they got right was having an LCD display to display exact volts and amps, because that shit fluctuates all the time. You can't see the exact values.
We know from experience.
Cough, cough.
Exactly.
Dead C4000.
That is cool for retro
Cough,
purposes,
cough.
but it is not accurate.
No.
It can be, but it would require a lot of, shit to do.
Yeah.
And on a multimeter, it's a big gauge. That's 4 of them stuck to a box.
Oh my god, the price of the GW's doubled.
What?
The CW's 170.
I can get like the most basic bitch live 2D Avatar commissioned for less than the fucking GW 180. Are you serious?
I paid
Hey, did you see the ZW price?
$5 for my
the
GW
ZW
180, and it was worth every
I
penny.
saw that. Yeah.
The CW 80. Okay.
CW
I want to know the exact name. I want to know the exact name, address, and social security number of who approved that price, and throw them in fucking prison for the rest of their lives. That's the most illegal price I've ever seen for the fucking
I was looking
CW80.
at the ZW for $1,000, and then I saw the Powerhouse was $230. I was like, how
These
much
have
is
always
the
been
rest of this
the
stuff?
Powerhouse has always been on the higher end, though.
Right,
It
but with
always-
the GW, you get it in the set, which is why the GW is kind of the best value transformer out there. It really is.
They wouldn't need to put an additional brick on your floor, Casey, if they just fixed the goddamn fan.
We all know that sound too well.
I know. I plugged mine in the other day, and I could tell that it was working because I heard but it wouldn't start.
Sounds like a BL-20
So I haven't
starting up
cleaned
in
the
the
fan.
morning.
I haven't
Oh
cleaned
my
the fan in
God.
12
Morgan
years.
knows what
I
I'm
haven't
talking
cleaned the
about.
fan in 12
I
years.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Sounds like a BL-20 starting.
Power Master. If the day they do away with this is the day that I
Guys,
quit using Lionel products.
There's an Easter egg. It says
What?
all in the page.
Oh yeah.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know. There's an Easter egg.
Oh, to control for like some and all. I don't know, but
Well, there's nothing on this one.
Oh.
these images are cut from another
They have
thing.
to be
Old
copy-paste.
you see the
Yeah, it
artifact
was probably from
around the
some
images? It's from an older catalog. They're scaled down images.
I'm still surprised they're
360W.
putting the lock-on still out there.
That should never be discontinued. That is like an
Never.
absolute.
It's too
If you're
useful,
doing
yeah.
TNCC and you don't want a bunch of extra bullshit, that is important to have.
Yeah, I'm just still surprised it's kind of like Still marketed. Although, hey, $60, that's a good deal for it.
Dude,
It is. That's a really good deal.
Compared to everything else so far, that's like
Plus, it fits on a scale. It fits on a scale layer. It's a maintenance shed for cab signaling.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Morgan ever saw one of these. It has a little light on it to show if you have track power or not.
Yeah. Eliminates the need for a power master.
That way you don't have to, put a caboose on the track and see if there's power or not.
It's a portable power master. Like, how could you not?
And they did upgrade it for fast track compatibility too.
They did it years because the lock-on is. What they did is, the way that they did it for the 153AR, where you unscrew.
Yeah, it's the classic one with the screws.
Yeah, which is clever.
But it looks so you can plug it into fast track.
72-watt power supply. Who the fuck is calculating?
That's actually for the toy train starters.
Why is it 72? Why is it 72?
I don't know. Hey, it's better than the Power Max.
Who is rating
the weakest transformer
72
ever?
watts? That's so overly specific.
I don't know.
Power Master adapter cable, that needs to be there.
Oh, hey, S-gauge stuff.
Hey.
Why is it using Bachmann EZ track?
That's American Flyer fast
That's
track.
Bachmann EZ track. Don't.
AF
no.
fast track, whatever. All right, let's just fly through this real quick. Huh. Hey, Morgan, you ever see layer cake in color before?
I have.
There you go. That's what New Haven layer cake would look like in color.
I saw that on one of the MTH DL109s.
Yes.
I'm getting DTM DL109 from this.
That had that.
Let's see. We got the
put that in layer. There's like one video of it on YouTube.
I'm gonna be a bitch, but so we got Southern over Delaware and Hudson for PAs. Oh, all right. I guess it's a new shitty generation that we're living in.
Wow. Let's see.
Wow.
Look, they make gold bonnet and S-gauge finally.
One of those existed. That's the other quote. One. Only one engine.
Nickel plate pack, New Haven pack, Southern pack, UP pack. Okay, so they just match the PAs.
The Autorex look closer, but it's still not correct.
It's S-gauge.
No, I mean it's S-gauge.
Wow, that was a great S-gauge.
There we go. That's what I need.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you, Lionel. Very cool.
Wow, what a great...
I have to be part of some club that's subscription? Fuck no.
It's still going.
Oh, wow.
I'm not being part of the Train Collectors Association.
Okay.
That's the exhaust it should have. 3,600 horsepower.
Blowing a turbo like that.
I think we almost had a fire at work the other day. There was a white smoke that was over the horizon in the yard. I called it in.
Interesting.
I'm thinking, we've had trash cars catch on fire in their side of the yard multiple times. Not so bad. It was on the news one day.
Oh God, this stuff.
Oh no.
That's okay. That's it.
No, the child stuff is not bad.
Okay, and now let's pretend it doesn't exist.
It was cool.
Well, that's the catalog. With Jackson ready to go.
Okay, who's DeviantArt? Where's DeviantArt did they use for the cover?
I was gonna say, you want to do a recap? Do you want to go over everything, or anything?
Well, I'd like to say that for a 2022 Volume 2 catalog, it was okay.
This definitely had a lot in it, is the thing.
Right, it had a lot for what you bargained with. There was something for everybody, for the steam fan, for the diesel fan.
I actually want to look at the Pennsylvania Mikados again, to be honest.
Yeah, let's look at the Pennsy Mikado. Let's get into detail about it a little more.
Whenever it loads, for some reason it's not loading. There we go. Now it's loading.
Okay. I like the Pennsy original. I like the one on the bottom, but the one that cringes me is the radio antenna on the top right. Just cringes me. It's like, why? Why do you need that antenna?
Yeah.
Isn't that a radio?
It doesn't bother me that much.
Hold on. Is this one of the ones that got restored?
No. 1369 got scrapped. It's the 520.
Is it? So the only thing I could think of then for having the firecracker antenna is for helper service.
No, what happened, Yuri, was back in the 40s and 50s, before everybody used radio, what happened was is when the train came up to like a telephone box, it would like like the old phones you see in the cartoons and shit, like from like Chappie days. You wind it up and it calls the tower or calls the next train, or it sends a radio communication between train and train. So when the Pennsy experimented with steam with these radios, the diesels were fine, but the steam engines were like you couldn't hear a soul out of them. So it kind of didn't last long.
Just that's Essex. Or ask me anyone that works at my place in truck 58.
So it pretty much was experimental.
Pretty much it was experimental, right? And then also is the Lehigh in New England. Let's go to the Lehigh in New England.
Yeah, I don't think we gave this thing enough praise yet.
Okay, so I'll explain the whole story.
All of us in Massachusetts forgot it existed.
Right. Well, so Lehigh in New England
built it probably.
Lehigh in New England was interchanges with the New Haven, Poughkeepsie, New York.
Mm-hmm.
So with the L1 Mikado, this was a perfect slow coal drag locomotive. So when Pennsy put these on the market, they had to jump all over and grab some of them. The last time anybody has done a Lehigh in New England L1 Mikado was MTH back in 2006. And that was it.
Wow.
20 years. One effing year they did that.
I feel like River Rossi might have done it.
At least on scale.
Not.
But for others, I think this has probably been barely covered in other scales. But River Rossi's always done weird shit.
Right, but at least for O scale, the last time we saw this was by MTH themselves.
Right.
So what this was a try-hard triplex that worked.
Well, not. Yeah, but you know what? For Lehigh, New England, for the New England guys, like my buddy, and I'm just gonna say hello. Hey, Peter. Hey, Mark.
Peter, I know is gonna watch this, and Mark, you guys are fun.
Oh yeah,
I could see you guys eating this thing up.
Oh, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Put his name on it. You kidding me?
I know Jackson wants it too.
Jackson wants.
Yeah. Oh, Jackson posted on his Instagram story he wanted this thing.
Yeah, this thing is amazing looking. You kidding me? And the black.
That thing's gorgeous. Yeah.
More engines is the thing. This is kind of up there even for me.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, honestly, it's a bit out of my price range. If it was like $100 cheaper, even I would genuinely buy that thing in a heartbeat.
Is it two speakers?
I think it's going to be one speaker.
Okay, so is it a Fat Boy speaker? Because I keep asking, keep dodging.
Yes. Lionel, it's going to be a Fat Boy.
Probably.
If it's not a Fat Boy, it's going to sound like shit.
I will say this: I'm not a Pensy guy, but if I had to pick one, I would.
Good speaker design they've had.
I would honestly pick this one if I had to choose one. I would get the.
That's a statement coming from you. That's a statement.
I know I'm not a Pensy guy, but I honestly like this one.
Yeah, that is a.
It looks cool.
It's
a
very typical looking Pennsylvania locomotive, but
I
like it.
It represents Raymond Loewy's arrogance.
That's the thing. You don't hear me talk like. I'm not saying I talk mean about the Pensy, but I don't speak about it that much.
Yeah, you talk mean about Pensy as much as you do about MTH.
But you know what?
I kind of like this, though.
I think we all kind of know, yeah.
Like, knowing it's Lionel now, when you get Whistle Steam, that's kind of a nice added bonus.
Yeah. But you know what's nice is that's the one that's restored at the Rare Museum of Pennsylvania, is the 520.
I was going to say 490.
Really?
Actually, I didn't see the number anywhere. 520.
Hey, Lionel, if you're going to steal touring from MTH, can you make the goddamn DD1 again? So I don't have to...
Imagine Lionel doing a triplex.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, let's go to $5,000 with a triplex. See how long that lasts.
Hey, can we get a J again that doesn't cost literally more than a used car?
We get that this again myself. I just want.
No company seems to figure out how to make a budget check. And Kate, don't fucking come to the Class B. I'm talking 3 truck shade. The real shade did the real work in America.
Kate, you want to send Vinny into a mental breakdown?
You're gonna give me a mental breakdown. You're gonna give me a mental break.
You want to send Vinny into a mental breakdown? Lionel could theoretically make a Legacy Angus.
Ooh, somebody must have been very.
Wait, hold on. Did I just hear Angus?
The Angus.
The
Yeah, they make
Thing
MTH.
I've been trying to find on eBay for 10 years because no one's selling them anymore.
We need the Proto Sound
fucking
3
engine.
one, by the way.
No, the fucking engine that cost
Sound 3-1, yeah.
nobody bought. The thing I've been trying to find most of my life.
Do you know what
Absolutely.
the whistle the Proto Sound 3-1 has? Do you know the whistle the Proto Sound 3-1 has?
It's the
Yeah.
Colorado Southern.
I got
Not
the
Colorado
sound
Southern. It's
somewhere.
whatever the Colorado narrow gauge engine was. The K.
Angus MTH. I gotta look. No one is selling this thing, and it pisses me off because it's the coolest mallet they've made. It's a mini triplex.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool in this catalog is they have the Greenbrier, but if we went to the Greenbrier, let me explain a little to you guys about
Hold on.
when the Greenbrier. Did you guys know she operated in New York for a little while?
Really?
Anybody? So
Huh.
back in 96, 97 into 98, Ross Rowland actually ran on the Port Jervis line between Hoboken, New Jersey and Port Jervis, New York, and they did excursions over the New Jersey Transit. To this day, and you can ask any of the steam guys to this day, because Ross Rowland went bankrupt for like the fourth time of his life and he sold the engine, he still owes New Jersey Transit like $5 million.
Jesus.
Okay, and the engine, now we all know what happened to the 614. 614 went to the Virginia Museum of Transportation. Now remember, MTH came out with a presidential express engine in green. Remember that? The green was the Greenbrier.
That's
So
why I
what
said they didn't do it in Lionel. I'm surprised.
Right. Well,
Oh,
you know. So anyway, for short, when the Greenbrier went up to the hill, the engine to this day, for the next 14 years, is still on the market. No one has placed one freaking penny on it.
Where is it?
Clifton Forge, Virginia, up on a hill.
Does it even run?
No.
No.
the Clifton Forge.
It's there.
How much is it for sale for?
She's stuffing them out. And what's interesting about the 614 is he was actually a prototype for the ACE 3000. So back in the late 70s, early 80s, when, we complain about the $6 fuel thing and all that, back then they were really short on fuel. So there was talk about bringing whole freight steam trains back online again. So
in the 70s?
In the late 70s, early 80s.
That would have been weird if that actually happened.
I'll put it to you this
It's a real scare.
Casey,
Well,
why did you bring Angus? I just looked it up and eBay just kicked me in the balls. There was an Angus that got sold December 19th, 2021 on eBay, and I didn't know about it.
Proto 3.
So
I have no fucking idea.
So-
The cache link doesn't work anymore.
So anyway, so what happened is the design of the AC 3000 was a 440 had sex with an F40. Literally.
So
So
I gotta process this.
just go look it up.
How about we do this? We finish the catalog, and then I'll screen share us looking up everything that we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I was saying. You want to wrap up the catalog here, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What's your
I'm
wrap
ready
up?
whenever
All
you
right,
guys
Vinny?
want to be done.
What do we rate this catalog out of 10?
7.2.
7.2? I would say it's an 8, to be honest.
It wasn't the best catalog. It wasn't
No.
the worst catalog. I mean,
Considering this is a volume 2,
two.
that's why I'm giving it an 8. Like, this gave us a lot to talk about.
Right, but
Yeah.
at the best volume 2 catalog Lionel has ever produced, and I swear to God to this day,
2019.
is 2019 volume 2.
2019 gave us so much. It came out at the right time, was the thing.
Right, and then that's when COVID hit, and that's when we got the rape of the GS4.
Because, think about it, we got the Transcon, we got
the
Bush
we got-
funeral train,
Right, we got
which
the blue.
also brought the return of all the SD70s, including Providence Worcester.
Right, and we got the Blue Goose Northern, which one came into Frank's door, and I kicked myself for not getting it. I screamed bloody murder that I didn't get it.
Wait, was it really the 2019?
29.
It was! I'm actually
Yeah.
pulling it up right now just to look through it again.
Look.
You got the big boy as well, the oil tender big boy.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And the EM1, see?
The largest boy.
This was honestly the best V2 catalog.
That's the fucking goddamn TMC.
You know
And
what?
Morgan will know what's on this next page.
Out of all the fantasy skins,
What is it? Oh yeah, these things.
Yeah.
They smell at odds. I hate
We have
them.
one of these.
There's the funeral train.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
All the SD70s.
Yup.
Like I said, including Province Twister. And the Florida East Coast one looks good too.
Yup.
You know, the SD38, weird choice, but it was still good. The Alco switchers, that's the other good one.
Mm-hmm.
The freight set, the F7s.
Oh yeah, the weird thing where they put the one that says Rio Grande, but it's in New York Central B unit.
Yeah.
These fucking things.
Yeah, we reviewed this.
You know, it's like, this was the best V2 catalog, hands down. It
This
just had
was-
so much good stuff in it.
Right, but the worst Volume 2 catalog they ever made, and fight me on this one, is the 2020 Volume 2 catalog. That was
What was even in that? I don't even remember that one.
I know.
I'll
The
say.
only good thing out of this catalog, Morgan, you know what it is.
What?
Isn't this the one we reviewed?
That cringes me.
The only good thing out of the catalog was the 10-wheeler.
Oh,
Shut
the 10-wheelers are great. Yeah.
And it
which
was
one
just the
yours,
10-wheeler.
Do me a
Which
favor.
one was yours?
Hell. Yeah, what do you have against the S1? Was it last
Which
long?
one did you
Well,
morph into the New Haven one?
the S1. It
The
was
S1
a good. It was a good
legend.
choice to bring this back.
It was a good choice. I like the count. I like the
Who else made one before this was Third Rail.
right
Years ago.
and MTH.
And you know, it does have the right sounds, and they did give you an optional whistle if you wanted to try that.
Oh,
Now,
what?
you know what Lionel should do at this point for 2022 if they could get their heads out of their asses. I'm just going to say this in a really polite way. Where the fuck is my S2?
You know what, Riley? We were just having that conversation the other night too.
We were.
Bring my Intensity Tuning back.
Okay,
You know what?
the
I would have
units.
I would have loved to see an S2 again. I mean,
They should bring it back to the train sets even, for Christ's sake. I don't give a shit about the mighty sound of steam. Fuck it. Bring it back.
The Jeep 7s with
But I
the
swear to
steam
God, don't-
locomotive bell.
If it doesn't have the eccentric
you know
gear.
what? You know what? Sam has the both.
Main Central.
Yeah, they look
Doesn't surprise
really
me.
great.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
they're
they did look good.
yeah.
There's only 2 engines still in that scheme. I know where
The
they are.
problem was with this catalog, it offered so much, but none of it was like
Yeah, it sucked. You know what?
interesting.
Review case.
You know what? Out of the catalog, I did get the theater car. I did get the Santa Fe theater car for my Northern. I did that, and we ran that at Peters over when he was having his graduation.
Contemporary New Haven
Oh,
shit. You tell me the thing if it's not. You can't tell me the X train wasn't cool.
No,
Oh, you mean-
I take it back. The Explorer was cool to see.
You
You know what other model railroad company has made those? I'll list them off right here.
the Exploder.
No, you're
That was-
at a point. You know,
It's
my
right there.
favorite version was in scale by. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the Genset covered in graffiti is real. I know where it runs.
Oh.
Los Nietos.
Lionel
Yeah,
got in
the
trouble for
actual-
this, by the way.
That's a pair of Gensets that run a local out of Los Angeles.
Oh no, Lionel actually got in trouble and couldn't produce this because UP said, "Don't market that."
Yeah, because
Oh my god.
did you actually hear the story how that happened?
How?
There's a set of Jeeps.
What
They were
happened
been left in a yard running.
All right, no. So Lionel brought this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody at UP who worked in the marketing department got word, and they ran to Lance Fritz about it.
He was not happy.
Oh, there was a
They had a tour. There was a person, a fucking beta bitch in fucking UP that should have shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah, they weren't happy about this.
yeah.
Well, here's my words of advice to Union Pacific's marketing team. Go fuck yourselves.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can write that. You
Meccano's
know
in
what?
effect, too.
You can write me a check for $10,000 for that fucking advice. Write it down on your goddamn whiteboard, assholes.
Which, okay, I take it back. This
It'll be able
Meccano
to
batch
fucking
was
work
good.
like a Challenger one day.
Yeah, it sucks too because the graffiti gen set is so true because that's how it is out there.
That's
But
realistic.
there was a specific pair that I know was on a local that was kind of in the public view that was in Los Angeles. It was not Los Angeles Junction. It was outside of Main, LA. That was a pair that is a pair of gens that had been left overnight, tied down, and they got hit with a shit ton of graffiti, and it wound up on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure that that's the ones that they're trying to recreate. There was a set. Yeah, there was a set. A bunch of these get graffitied, but there was a set that was covered in them.
Yeah, but
how the fuck did you? How did no one see this?
Right? How the hell do you get away with it? Like, if it's in the middle of a yard.
Some places are difficult for them to do it. Like the ones at Los Nietos, they can't touch because it's so close to the road.
Yeah.
All right, but otherwise, for this catalog, so I can just end the recording here.
I give it 7-year-old center beams out of 10.
All right, Morgan, let's do this. How many cabooses out of 10 do you give it?
How many cabooses out of 10 do I give this?
Yeah, let's use the caboose rating system. How many cabooses do you give out of 10?
Maybe
One
7
caboose.
and 1 split in half.
So, 7 and a bobber?
Yeah, 7 and a bobber.
Okay.
Vinny, isn't that what you gave it to?
I'd give it 8. I would give it 8 northeast cabooses out of 10.
It's somewhere between a 7 and a 7.5, honestly. There wasn't as much stuff I personally would be interested in, at least in terms of legacy.
Yeah,
Honestly,
there's a
some of the
lot
Lion Chief 2...
West Coast stuff.
Yeah, a lot of West Coast stuff, which I do mostly East Coast. So, no, that's not up my alley. I can appreciate it for what it is, especially the Black Widow scheme on that one. I like that.
Nice.
Screwed on.
I like that one a lot. The challenges were cool, and I had fun ranting about that one scheme.
Oh,
dear God. But honestly, the Lion Chief Plus 2 stuff.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I think
they actually came up big there. I didn't expect that to be that good.
I mean, I was looking at the Steam engine. I didn't even notice the NW2 till Yuri pointed it out. The 622 in particular.
The NY2 was the first thing I saw. There's no way.
One that counts.
Yeah, I didn't notice the New Haven one right away. It took me a second.
Oh no, I have an eye for New Haven. As soon as I see something New Haven, you know my eyes.
Well, mainly because I didn't ever know New Haven had dock sides.
Oh, no,
I never knew that.
Oh, New Haven had
was the T3.
You know why? They all fell off the dock into the ocean. No one remembers.
They did?
Actually, I think the T3, or that kind of dockside, or whatever it was called, I'm pretty sure those were the last steam switchers on the New Haven.
Really?
In fact, yeah.
And somehow I never knew
they
this.
were the last steam engines on the New Haven besides the J1 snow melters.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Come to think, yeah, no, the Bible signed it off. It said besides the J1 Locomotives.
The more you explain to me about the history of New Haven, the more I realize how much this company went to shit like Guilford.
Well, just remember what state it was in, Yuri.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
That's the whole fucking point. Thanks a lot, McGinnis.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You know that your railroad's garbage when even Guilford looks and goes, oh, we're not going to do that.
But no, New Haven was... No, it's like those switchers, I'm pretty sure they were the last...
They did some smart things. They bought, the E33s, best electric freight locomotives, don't at me.
The switchers are not bad,
No, if anything, I like how they're both Lion Chief Plus switchers. They're not,
We bring back the
scale switchers, but they're also not budget, they're TMCC.
I know could make the
right?
I just have to go back to the page and see. They're nice. That's the thing. They're nice.
And honestly, I will say that New York Central one, if Frank can get me a good deal on that, that might be a purchase.
If Harry doesn't get that to compare it, Morgan, you kind of have to get the 622.
Yeah.
I just love the crazy thing Lionel could do for New Haven.
It would be good.
Yeah.
At least for my layout and for the kind of stuff I'm trying to run, it would be good.
Morgan,
between that and...
I just thought of the crazy thing they could do for New Haven, now that they have Mth Tooling. Lionel's always made an 027 rectifier. MTH has the air tool.
They can make a legacy one.
They can make a legacy E33 EF4 and E44.
Because they can make
And an
Virginian,
ELC.
they can make Norfolk Western, which, yes, that was technically prototypical. They could
Yeah,
do
like,
Haven,
one of them existed for 3 seconds.
Penn Central, they could do Conrail.
NTH one.
10 cent, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they could do it.
Yeah.
They could.
Hey,
There's
Riley.
a lot they could do with that.
They also have
Especially
to
because-
record sounds that isn't them just standing next to a microwave.
Because the old semi scale one is kind of like known among Lionel fans, right?
No one understands the fact that when you stand next to an E44, they're like, it's supposed to have revving episodes. No, what it's supposed to do is imagine sticking a box fan in your inner ear. That's what an EF44 is supposed to sound like.
I mean, Repo got some good
It's not
sounds for the
crazy,
Train
yeah.
Simulator
People just
version.
get tricked out. 'Cause It looks like
There are
it
two
looks like
sounds
it could be.
come out of,
The
there's
problem
only
is
two
TS,
sounds come out of
TS
out
doesn't
of a
handle
GE
electric engine sounds like the best, but he got good sounds for it.
come out of it. There is blower motors and flange squeal.
Well, don't
That's
forget,
it.
it has a good horn, too.
No,
Riley.
they need Repo's horn is what it needs.
But what's up, Vinny?
So, can I do this? Can I do the B&F shout out here?
Yeah, I thought we were going to do it earlier.
There we
Wow.
go.
We're
We
at the
kind
end.
of did. We started to.
So, anybody who wants to order any of these items in the catalog, go to my dealer, B&F Hobbies in Wakefield, Rhode Island. His name's Frank. I will give you the number right now, so you can. I'll tell you. You can give him a call, and his number is, ladies and gentlemen, his number is 401-782-6400.
I will write it on the screen, don't worry.
So, the way he does his discounts is you order an item, and he'll give you either 20 or 30% off your first time if you're a new customer.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
he
I
also-
got an MTH Premier GP9 for $420 from this guy.
right, and I've been walking
Great
away.
deal.
Yeah. So give Frank a call and mention my name or Riley's name or any of these guys, and he'll know who you're talking about and hook you guys up with a great deal out of the catalog.
We got to do a store tour next time I go to Frank's.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, that would be good. That would be good promotion too. Yeah.
So look
All right,
for a
guys.
store promotion video later this year, guys.
Yeah, we'll definitely put one up for you guys out there.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta head back up there again. There's
Because I
some
have to
stuff.
go
I
get
want.
Yuri's, and actually my mogul in Yuri's Berkshire. For
Yeah,
now,
yeah, you gotta. I'm
eventually.
gonna hold you to it. Where's my shit?
Yuri, I know you're gonna put a shotgun to my head saying, "Where the fuck is my
Where
Berkshire?"
the fuck is I want my baby back at some point. He doesn't get to keep it.
He doesn't
No,
get to keep it. He gets to fix
it
it, and
takes
then you
time.
get to keep it for the rest of your
He gets
life.
to fix it at
I
some
had my
point.
I had my 18 for like 3 weeks, and I had to give it up to Amatos for the next for the foreseeable future. He basically told me.
Amato, yeah, but do it Amatos it takes
Alright,
40
but-
cents a year.
Yuri, I forgot to ask. Out of how many cabooses would you rate this catalog?
6 Warhorse series cabooses out of
So six,
no,
six bay windows out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 caboose.
And
Windows
Vinny,
out of
I
9.
know we got a number out of you, but you want to convert it to
6
caboose.
bay windows out of 9. Just to fuck
Oh,
with people.
7.2 bay window cabooses. Just it wasn't. It
Okay,
wasn't bad.
seven bay window cabooses and a truck from a bay window.
Yeah.
And a truck, a singular truck
And a
from a bay window.
spare
caboose.
truck. There we go.
It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was like in the.
No.
It was
No.
neutral,
There
yeah.
wasn't
There's a lot of
anything
stuff I can
disappointing.
appreciate, but not much I'm going out of my way to buy.
That's
Well-
the thing. There wasn't anything disappointing this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
The stuff that we didn't
There were a few
like,
things that made
per
me want
se,
to.
still wasn't bad.
There were
Yeah.
a few things that made me want to blow my head off, but
The
those things were at
cheesy.
least fun.
The cheesy.
Those things were at least fun. Yeah.
You mean the creamsicle?
I'm gonna call it the cheesy. I'm sorry.
It's-
But like,
that-
I don't
Either
like
or.
the prototype
I hate
render.
that thing. That's an amazing scheme.
I bet it's gonna look
It might
good.
look
It's just
better
the
in
render
person.
doesn't
I
look
will
good.
admit it might.
They
look
made an
better
MS
in
Paint
person.
on that.
That's the thing. I don't like the render. As a product, it's probably gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be fine.
Well, you know what? We'll see it at the train show next year because there will be a production.
Oh, people are gonna be running it.
Are they
Oh
going
wait,
to finally
the
have
production
figured out how
sample.
to
You're
paint
right.
their-
Oh,
they're
what
gonna
else did
probably
they bring?
figure
The
out how to paint
Challenger.
their fucking Stargate bridge bullshit?
All right, but I think I'm just gonna end the video here, guys, so I can edit it later in the future. But
All right.
thank
Alright.
you, Yuri, for showing up on a surprise. I was not expecting that. Morgan, it was good to have you for company, and
it
Vinny's
either.
been dying to do this. since the second
Yeah.
this catalog was announced. He was like, you and I need to do a talk show and just go through the entire
He's
thing.
been hyping me up for it, yeah.
So I'm glad we finally did this. I'm going to hit the stop recording button whenever we're ready, and then we'll continue to talk like nothing.
Yeet.
Yeet. Any closing remarks?
So,
No butts, no cuts, no coconuts is what I like to say.
Well, I don't have
Alan Smith.
Nothing, Vinny? You don't want to say a certain reference to anything?
He's innocent. He thought it was a Greenbrier.
He's innocent. He thought it was a bogle.
Don't touch that. Okay, Ho-Chi. Easy, Ho-Chi.
Whoa. That's not a puppet.
That's Ho-Chi's sock.
That's Engineer Ho-Chi. 3025.
3024.
Yes.
How could I?
How come I? No one takes our pee-pee.
No one touches our EMD.
Yes.